income amounts, and if you're over 65, your 2025 property tax receipts or rent receipts. This is for help with the rebate forms only. They do not do state or federal tax returns. President Trump has asked the American people to come together and pray for our nation weekly until July 4th, 26. Artesia will hold its prayer gathering every Thursday at the Lucky Duck restaurant from 10 to 11 a.m. It's come and go during the hour, and everyone is welcome. Come join and pray for our nation. To have your event listed on the KSVP community calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. Israel's defense minister has announced that Iran's security chief was killed in an overnight strike. The BBC's Jeremy Bowen says Ali Larijani had emerged as Iran's most prominent government leader.
Over the years, he is seen as a man of flexibility, somebody who sees all the angles, and he's seen as a man that maybe you could do business with, but the issue is the Israelis don't want to do business with any of them. They have said time and again, and this has been a career-long preoccupation for the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, that they want to get rid of the regime in Tehran.
Israel reports that the commander of Iran's Basij military force is also dead today. Between bad weather and the ongoing partial government shutdown, it's been a rough week for air travelers.
Hundreds of flights are canceled or delayed a day after powerful storms swept across the eastern half of the country. The flight tracking site FlightAware says more than 750 flights have been canceled. Travelers have been facing additional jams at airport security checkpoints as a partial government shutdown that began February 14th has added pressure on staffing at security checkpoints. TSA union leaders say that TSA workers are coping with eviction notices, vehicle repossessions, empty refrigerators, and overdrawn bank accounts, saying they would like a paycheck, not a rain check. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Rescue crews are digging bodies out of the rubble of a drug rehabilitation hospital in Afghanistan's capital. Officials say an overnight Pakistani airstrike killed at least 400 people in what is seen as a dramatic escalation of the 3-week conflict between the neighboring countries. Stock futures up slightly. More at townhall.com.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The Iran war is making a bad U.S. farming economy even more challenging.
Shipping disruptions caused by Iran essentially stopping tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz have resulted in a potential shortage of fertilizer American farmers need for their crops. The rising cost of fertilizer is eroding profit margins. Seventh-generation Missouri farmer Tom Waters says he already has purchased most of his fertilizer for the spring planting season.
I've talked to my supplier about what we need. We've got some of it locked in. He's still having some struggles getting the fertilizer that he needs locked in.
I'm Mike Hempel.
Scotland's parliament is deciding whether to legalize assisted dying for terminally ill adults in a vote that could make it a first in the UK. Lawmakers will be getting a free vote. The bill would let adults with 6 months or less to live request help to end their lives. Townhall.com. Illinois voters are deciding primaries for 6 U.S. House and Senate seats that will spur a brand new generation of leadership in the state's heavily Democratic congressional delegation. The retirement of Senator Dick Durbin has triggered a competitive campaign to replace him. New pro basketball franchises could be headed to two popular western U.S. cities.
The NBA may move a step closer to adding teams in Seattle and Las Vegas next week, when expansion will be again discussed by the league's Board of Governors. Two people with knowledge of the matter tell the Associated Press. It's expected that a vote on whether to go forward with those two cities as the sole targets for expansion takes place next week as well. The people spoke on condition of anonymity because those discussions were not released publicly. It would take a 3/4 majority of governors to go forward. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of our longest running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Isn't it St. Patrick's Day? I think it's St. Patrick's Day today. I don't think I have any green on. Hey, good morning. Welcome once again to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It is Tuesday, March 17. It is St. Patrick's Day. And I'm Gene Dow, filling in for Scott Pettis, who fills in for me on Tuesdays and Thursdays, while Joby Hodling is filling in for me on Mondays and Wednesdays, while I fill in for Scott on Tuesdays and Thursdays this month of March. And if that sounds confusing to you, think about me. I have no idea what I'm saying. Anyway, welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, so if it sounds like, wait a minute, what's he doing on Tuesday? It's the month of March. It's all mixed up. So we'll hopefully be good to go in the future. Let's see. Right now, we've got coming up on the show today, we've got a pretty busy show. We have our boys basketball coach Mondragon's going to join us and We'll recap the boys basketball season, which ended on Saturday with a second place finish in the NMAA basketball tournament. We'll have our hospital friends with us, and it is St. Patrick's Day, and they've got a St. Patrick's Day feast planned for the Green Chili Cafe. We'll have our chamber chat, and we've got a bunch of Gen X trivia that we're going to be asking the chamber ladies about today. And then, of course, we've got our Eddy County DWI Task Force. Nancy will be here to talk things as well. So all that's going on. I am going to give away a pair of tickets to the Dancing with the Eddy County Stars coach, which is Friday night.
What do we got to do to win?
You got to know the answer to my trivia question.
Uh-oh. Are we talking new trivia, old trivia?
Well, it's based on the lineup of people that are going to be dancing. You may know some of these folks. Jessica Vasquez, realtor. Hall of Fame legend Becky Thompson. PY Foundation Executive Director Sandra Borges. Carlsbad Rotary Club President Elizabeth Higgins. Warden Billy Massengill, the Eddy County Jail Warden.
My money's on the warden.
There you go. DJ Jose Ornelas, oil and gas emission technician Travis Carlo, and K Suave stylist Edward Calderon. So I took that information and I've kind of developed a little bit of a trivia question that I will ask to give away this pair of tickets right here.
Dancing with the Eddy County
That's
Stars.
right. That's right. They bring in a ballroom dancing group, and they've been practicing. And I think, is it today?
Is that on Friday? This Friday?
This is this Friday night. Let's see. Tomorrow there is a preview at the Senior Center at 2:30.
Nice.
They're going to do a preview at the Senior Center on Wednesday at 2:30, and then they've got a couple of buses lined up. I might have to take another allergy pill here. It may be a double day. There's a charter bus that's been set aside. If you want to buy your tickets, and then there's a charter bus that you can get on that'll take you down to Carlsbad and bring you back. And then the Senior Center, if there's some seniors that get tickets, they'll put a senior bus together. So
nice.
So anyway, that's what's going on.
Sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. Oh, it's just that's past my bedtime. Because let's see, Friday, Texas Tech plays.
Mm-hmm.
Akron.
Funnest time of year, man. March Madness. Here we go.
Zips, yeah. And then there's a baseball tournament and a softball tournament this weekend. You doing any announcing at any of those?
All-Star basketball.
All-Star basketball?
Yes, sir.
When is that?
We head up Friday. I'm actually going to be coaching.
Oh, that's right.
Coaching the green team. Got the honor of getting to coach the green team, and we got 4 guys on there. So
okay.
I get to coach Trent Eglin and Charlie Campbell with us, and then Clay Kincaid and Braylon Vega will be on the red team. So that's going to be unique, different. Yeah. Clay's and Braylon's already like, Coach, we're going to put it to you, so get ready.
Where will this take place?
The Rio Rancho Event Center. So they're actually playing in a really nice venue. We go up Friday, practice Friday, and then game is Saturday at noon. So,
okay.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Do they do 2 class?
3A, 4A will be in our division, and then there's a 1A, 2A game, and then 5A's by itself.
So okay.
Really cool, though. We've never had 4. I mean, that's the most we've ever had probably in school history. So, I mean, it's 4 All-Stars. It's a pretty cool way to end the season for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we were, Lon and I took a trip to Lubbock on Saturday. And so I was, Joby did the interview with you on, I guess, Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Friday night. And we never got it. So it's 4... Well, this is Texas time, so it's 3:15. And I text Joby. I said, hey, are you going to send us that interview? He said, well, I did last night. I said, well, we didn't send it to us. So I'm sitting in the parking lot of Brahms in Lubbock.
Nice.
With the iPad here, trying to get the interview into where Joby or Jeffrey could get it into the system. So we did get it in eventually. And then we were headed back and listening to the game. And I thought, gosh, when he got it down to 4, I thought, all right, here's the run. We're going to get him. And just came up a little short in the game. And so I was in Lovington when the game wrapped up, and Joey was trying to understand why I was in Lovington as I was coming back from Lovington. You have to go through Lovington sometimes, to get here from there. And then right outside of Riverside, some water truck threw off a wrench or something, and it almost went through our windshield.
Oh, man.
In the truck. It scared me to death because I was staring at the iPad. I wasn't driving. Lana was driving, and neither one of us saw it coming, and it just bounced across the road, and bam, double hit on the windshield, and
crack it up.
Looks like a baseball's trying to come through the windshield.
Dang it!
And I thought, man.
So now you got to get a new one.
I know, and with all this new technology in these things, they got to calibrate the camera. They got to calibrate the heads-up display. I mean, it's not just pop out the glass, put another glass
I know,
in. It's all this other stuff that has to be.
You got to
done.
love technology.
I do when it works, but it gets bad. Anyway, let's take a look at our weather forecast. We're going to talk the basketball season with Coach Mondragon in just a moment. But Steve-O, is it going to get hot?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our daytime highs on a big warming trend over the next few days. We're hitting the upper 70s on our high today with high pressure covering all of the southwestern states. We'll be getting sunshine, a little bit breezy. Overnight will be clear with mid 40s, and then we're in the mid 80s on Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Clear for Wednesday night. We'll hit about the 90-degree mark and sunny on Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Get the weather thing up here. I showed Jeffrey I have one of those weather comment bugs, but it's stuff that I can't say on the radio. But I think the one today said, yeah, go ahead and go dancing around in the house in your socks. Just don't tell your mom. Sunny and 30 right now. We're going up to 78 today, 86 tomorrow. 93 on Thursday, 96 on Friday, 98 on Saturday, 99 on Sunday.
Good weather.
I know. Well, I wish it would make up its mind.
When's the last time it's been 100 in March?
I don't know, but it was like 30 this morning, and now we're going up to 90 for the baseball and softball this weekend. Humidity is at 30%. The dew point is 8 degrees. Winds are out of the south at 6, gusting to 11. Pressure is 30.09 and on the rise. Our air quality index is 43. We have good air quality. The moon is in the waning crescent phase, 3% illumination. We will have a new moon here tonight or tomorrow. The next full moon in 15 days. Sunset at 7:07. Sunrise at 7:03. Sunny, 30 in Carlsbad. Partly cloudy, 28 in Roswell. Sunny and 30 in Hobbs. Cloudy, 39 in Albuquerque and Santa Fe, 35 in Cloudcroft, 38 in Ruidoso, 42 in Alamogordo. Mostly clear, 37 in Las Cruces, 35 in Gallup, 42 in Farmington. Cloudy, 33 in Taos, 34 at Red River, 28 in Clovis. And in West Texas, it's sunny and 32 in Lubbock, cloudy and 41 in El Paso. And again here in Artesia, it's sunny, 30 degrees. Spring break, so there's no school lunch today. You got to feed them on your own. Yep, you're responsible for them today. At the senior meal site, they are going to have beef tacos, chateau blend vegetables, and strawberries and bananas. So it's Taco Tuesday at the senior center.
Nice.
At the senior meal site. At the senior center, it's the exercise video at 8:15. The PALS group meeting at 9. Hand, foot, and knee, the card game at 9 o'clock. The hand, foot, and knee at the doctor's office is next week. Line dancing at 9:30. Fusing fun at 10 o'clock. Ceramics at 1 o'clock. Sewing at 1 o'clock. Poker at 2 o'clock. And they will be doing the low-income tax rebate form assistance today from 1 to 3. Tomorrow is the preview of the Eddy County Dancing with the Stars. They are going to shopping in Roswell on Thursday if they have enough for the bus. They are going to try to put a bus together for the Dancing with the Eddy County Stars on Friday. And next week, Tuesday, they're going out to eat to the Pizza Inn in Carlsbad. And on Thursday, they're going to go play bingo at the Roswell Elks next Thursday. So sign up for those bus trips. At the library, it is story time and craft. 10 o'clock today. This is really hard to read. Lunch. I can't read. Oh, leprechaun hunt. There it is. Well, it's on here. It's hard to read. There's going to be a leprechaun hunt for the kids today. Dungeons and Dragons at 2 o'clock, and Teen Tuesday is this afternoon at 3:30 at the library. Schools today, the cheer public performance will be at the Pit at 6 o'clock tonight. They performed at the Pit in Albuquerque, I think it was last Thursday, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Yes,
cheer
sir.
was at one of the half times. Junior high, no school, spring break, no school at the high school. There's no school anywhere.
You can go if you want.
Yeah, but there won't be anybody there. And then JV baseball will be at Carlsbad, if we're going to say it like the barking guy. They'll be playing a doubleheader this afternoon starting at 5. Birthdays, we've got Tammy Malden, Don Canada, Alicia Flores, and Francis Hendricks, all celebrating birthdays today. So happy birthday to Tammy, Don, Alicia, and Francis. All right, we've gotten through our first segment. We'll take the break and be back with the coach of the basketball team when we come back.
At our credit union, we take a team approach to finances. You see, unlike other financial institutions, here you're a member owner, not a customer. And because we're not for profit, we usually have better rates and fewer service charges. Call or come by to check out the Credit Union Advantage. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
At Ornelas Injury Lawyers, we represent resilience, sacrifice, strength. We represent muddied boots and calloused hands. We represent the hardworking people who risk their lives every day to build a better future. If you or a loved one is injured in the field, our team will fight fiercely to get you the justice, the money, and the peace of mind you deserve. Call Ornelas Injury Lawyers at 575-800-0000 and recover more.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,084 head of cattle sold on Monday on the steady to higher market with excellent buyer attendance. Compared to last week, stocker calves sold steady to 10 higher, feeder cattle steady to 12 higher, packer cows and bulls sold steady on limited receipts. 3 to 40 pound steers 605, 650, 3 to 400 pound heifers 510, 525, 4 to 500 pound steers 515, 605, 4 to 500 pound heifers 470 to 510. 5 to 600 pound steers, 445, 515. 5 to 600 pound heifers, 375 to 470. 6 to 700 pound steers, 379 and a half to 445. 6 700 pound heifers, 335, 375. 7 800 pound steers, 334.50 to 379.50. 7 800 pound heifers, 310, 334 and a half. Packer cows, 168, 176. Canner and cutter cows, 153, 158. Packer bulls, 190, 196. Feeder bulls, 183, 185. The cow-calf pairs not well tested this week. In the top half, the bred cows, $3,200 to $3,600 per head. Now, remember, this is the top of the market, and prices range down from this according to quality, quantity, condition, and feel. We do appreciate the business. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Back on Good Morning Artesia, Coach Michael Mondragon of the Artesia High Bulldog boys basketball team. Coach, thanks for coming in. Hey, I got to
wave to the cameras. There you go.
Hi there. And hey, second place, pretty good year for the Bulldogs this year.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's bittersweet. I mean, you know that. I mean, when you have the group that we have that was able to accomplish everything last year, and then this year do it plus some and get back into that game. And, you know, you're just so proud of these guys, so proud of our program, so proud of our community, our school district. I mean, it was an awesome week up in Albuquerque. Just had one really bad quarter and got in a little foul trouble. But I don't want to blame anybody. When you get to this point, I mean, you got to make plays, and they made a little more than we did. And really proud of our guys. We got down as much as 18 and cut it to 4 with about 5 left. And just like you, I'm like, here we go. We're going to come back. And then they went on a little 6-0 run and made some plays, and they hit a lot of shots. I mean, they're a really good basketball team. And the saddest part is you got to say goodbye to 10 really good, awesome young men that are seniors that are going to go off and move on to bigger and better things. But they've done so much for this community and the school and the program, and just proud of them.
Oh, they really represented well, and it just, listening to the radio broadcast, Ty kept saying the same thing. He kept saying, you know, they're shooting the percentages are just way high. You know, they were doing so well with that. But it sounded like there was a pretty decent crowd from Artesia that was there.
Absolutely. I mean, that's probably the biggest crowd I think I've seen in the pit for an Artesia game in a really long time. And got to thank all the people that have supported us. The number of texts that I received before, during, and after the game, and throughout the whole year and through the season, and the crowds we had here in the pit. I mean, I can't remember the home games being so packed, and just the support. I mean, it's been a heck of a journey. You know, as they say, all good things must come to an end, and just really, really proud of our seniors, really proud of our coaching staff, and our whole program, man. We've really put Bulldog basketball back on the map. It was on the map and finally got over the edge. And, I mean, we've been to 3 state championships in 7 years. It's a pretty good run right there.
It is. Won the district title again this year. Is that
yes, sir. 7 in a row.
7 in a row. That's hard to do.
Right.
Done it 7 years in a row. And you were telling us in the last segment, 4 Bulldogs got selected to the All-Star team.
Yes, sir. It was pretty neat. On Sunday, we had our All-Star selection meeting, and Trent Eglin, Charlie Campbell, Braylon Vega, and Clay Kincaid will all be taking part in the All-Star game on Saturday at noon at Rio Rancho Event Center. And I was blessed enough to get picked to coach one of the teams. So I'll be coaching the green team, which is Trent and Charlie's team, and it's going to be interesting coaching against Braylon and Clay. But they've already both told me, you better get ready, Coach. We're coming for you. So
now, who gets to help you on the bench?
Coach Campbell will be with me, and Coach Montoya, our staff. Coach Crandall, he's actually going to go watch his daughter play. That's one thing people don't realize, man. Our staff is so awesome, but they've got his daughter's playing Division I softball, and he's missing a lot of her stuff, and she's got a doubleheader this weekend, so he'll be doing that. But pretty sure Coach Montoya is going to coach us, but I know Coach Campbell will definitely be with us, and that's a really cool time, just to some of the best basketball players in the state of New Mexico on one team in one location getting after it. So it should be fun.
Who's coaching the red team then?
The coach from Robertson.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be coaching the red team. So it's kind of weird. He got the red team because he's Robertson.
Right.
And then we got the green team. I'm sure he didn't want to do green because West Las Vegas that probably would have been rough. So should have a red and an orange team, so we should have.
That's, well, you know.
Got some orange chili in there if you roast it right.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Riestras.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Got that one figured out. So, and then, do you have any of your senior players that have committed anywhere?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, I know they're all going to want to go somewhere, and they're all working on that. Some of the guys are actually will start playing next weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend in their travel stuff. And there's a lot of schools interested, a lot of schools that have offered, but nobody's pulled the trigger yet, which I think that's a good thing. Let them take their time and make sure the fit's good for them. One thing they did do that I mentioned on Saturday, they broke the school record for wins in a season. It was 24. Bubba's team in 96 won 24 games, and we won 25. The ironic thing about that is the 96 team that won 24, and then now this team with 25, neither won state. So I don't know.
Isn't that funny how that happened?
Yes, sir. I mean, so it's, end of the day, though, man, I'm so thrilled with being able to coach these young men and the ride they've taken us on. And then really it's been since their sophomore year. I mean, they've had a heck of a career. When, state championship last year and state runner-up this year and back-to-back district champions. I mean, just a really remarkable group of young men.
I know you got that leaderboard, if you will, on the wall there in the pit. Any of this year's group going to get their names up on the board?
I'm sure there are. I know Braylon Vega broke the three-point record in the pit on Wednesday. He made 9. I'm not sure on the rest. A lot of them are totals, and I'll get all that the next couple weeks before banquet. I could tell you when banquet is. Banquet will be March 30th at 6:30 there at the TLC. I'll get you that information as well. Make sure you get a ticket. We are selling tickets. You have to buy a ticket if you want to come. But a great way to honor these young men and honor a great group of young men and the seniors. And now the fun part starts. You start getting all that together, like you said, looking at records and reflecting on the season, and then we'll go about 2 weeks, and then here we go, man. Another round, and another group, another batch, and try to get back to where we were.
Well, of course, you've got a bunch of seniors, as you said, so they're all going to be graduating, and hopefully this has been a great experience for them that will help them as they decide if they're going to go to college or if they're going to try to continue play or go into the workforce, whatever it is they decide to do.
Absolutely, Gene. That's something I touched on Saturday at the end of the press conference, and I probably should have mentioned it more.
How do those press conferences go?
They're pretty neat. They're interesting for sure, and you get asked some tough questions, but I like it because it lets our kids have a chance to see what it's like at the next level. But back to what I was saying, it's way more than basketball. It's first of all, we're teaching 15 to 18-year-old kids, so our livelihood's in the hands of 15 to 18-year-old kids. And if you've ever been around those kind of kids or had some, there's feast and famine, man, and they do such a great job. But we're teaching them so much more about getting ready for life, and that's what there's a big push right now, Gene. I'm going to get on my soapbox a little bit, but there's a big push for privatization and AAU and club and, do the charter school route and bypass high school and do the prep school route. And those guys, in my opinion, don't spend the time in developing the kid, teaching them adversity, wins and losses, how to work. And then not only that, but playing for somebody bigger than you, your team, your community, your school. Putting it all out there. And look how cool it was, man. We showed up to the pit on Saturday. The whole crowd's there, raving us in, welcoming us into the locker room. And then after the game, seeing them, and then during the game. And, all that stuff works for those kids, I guess. But if you want to give all that up to, not learn the adversity that comes with high school sports, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And being able to see the highs and the lows and teaching them not, to be selfless, not selfish, and teaching them how to handle those things. And just really proud of these guys because, man, we've got a bunch of dudes that are really, really good athletes, but even better people. And that's what I mean. It's way more about life and teaching them skills that in 10 years, hopefully they call me Gene and they're getting married and they're going off and they're going to be great dads and great husbands and great fathers and just great
young basketball players back.
I need Clay Kincaid to bring me about a 6'10", find about a 6'6" wife, and let's go. So, yes, sir.
Oh, that is fantastic. Coaching staff, they have the same dedication as the players do. And
can't say enough about them with Coach Campbell, Coach Montoya, and Coach Crandall at the high school. And then we got Coach Elvis Acosta and Coach Robinson that are doing our 8th grade. And then, of course, Coach Rodriguez and Coach Cias, which were up there with us. Can't thank them enough. I don't think very many people knew this, but both Coach Montoya and my son won state elk hoop shoot, and they shot in the regionals in Dallas. Well, that was Saturday at 9 o'clock. So we both were on our phones Saturday morning, and Coach Montoya, congratulations to Kion. They actually won. He won regionals. Now he's going to nationals in Chicago.
Wow.
Z, my man, he didn't shoot nearly as good and ended up getting 4th. But we both got to watch that. It was kind of neat because our wives were there until Friday, and then they both flew up Friday to watch our kids. And then my wife and my kid and my son and my mom and my brother actually flew back. So they landed right at 4 o'clock, and they got it to the pit about halftime. But, yeah, you just don't understand the sacrifices these guys make and the amount of time and energy and commitment and staying up late, getting up early, and pouring it all. They do it all for one reason, because they love these kids. And if you're not doing this for kids, man, what are you doing? And that's what I love most about our program and our staff. Got to thank Ms. Jaramillo and her staff at the administration building, Coach Maupin, Ms. Goff, Mr. Hayes, Ms. Kaufman for everything they do with the support, the cheerleaders. Man, Ms. Roybal and her staff, they were there every game. And the band, man, Mr. Ben, they were there every game. So, I mean, when's the last time you seen the Artesia band stay the night and be there the whole week? It's been
a while, yeah.
So that means everything's trending in the right direction. Now the hardest part's going to be now is just going back to work and trying to get back to where we were. So
now some of these players are going on to some other spring sports. You've got some playing baseball, and
yes, sir.
You got a bunch going to the track and field team.
Yeah, and I know Tootie McNeil and Kel Hotling are both going to track. Trying to get Trent to get out there in Braylon, but we'll see. That may be a whole nother conversation. And I know baseball, you got Jack Byers, Diego Morales, Derek Warren, Charlie Campbell. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anybody. I think that's it. I know the baseball team's ready to have them back, and yeah, it's a quick turnaround. It's tough. How I just can't believe how. Gene, I don't know if I'm getting older, but they say time's supposed to slow down as you get older, and it's the opposite. It's like I feel like the season just started. I mean, and like I was trying to tell everybody, when you have a really good group, you just want to try to enjoy every moment, and it's just been so fast. It's hard to do it, but it's been a lot of great memories, a lot of great games and things that we've done, and that's what you're going to miss the most, Gene, is those bus rides and those conversations at dinner and those conversations in the locker room and them being knuckleheads and some of the stuff you hear. And but man, we just so proud of them. And I got to thank this community, our 6-man club, Matt Brewer, president, Justin LaPointe, secretary. They were all up there. I got to thank just the community. I mean, everybody that's helped us and donated to us and given us an opportunity to do what we do. And it's just great, man. God's good. He's always good and always will be. And it's just part of the other side of the coin when you come up a little bit short. But ultimately, these guys are going out champions, and that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah. That's no question about that. I will say that I've noticed your hair is starting to match your sweatshirt there.
Gene, I'm telling you, man. I don't know these games. And I mean,
look at this.
Yeah, what's weird is I ran into one of my old Moriarty players there at the pit when we were up there, and he looked at me and goes, "Coach, what happened?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Man, you were not that gray." And I'm like, well,
you love it.
14 years of a head coach, 16 years of head coaching, and 3 of my own, and another 110 knuckleheads in the classroom that I get to deal with. And no, it's a blessing, man. To me, this is all earned, and the alternative could be 6 foot under. So I guess we're blessed, right?
That's true. Coach Acosta, was he there?
Yes, sir. He was there.
Did you get it arranged so that when y'all left, the guy on the public address system said, "Elvis has left the building"?
Oh, no.
Why not?
That would have been cool, though.
Wouldn't that have been awesome?
I didn't think about that. That would have been cool. But, no, this is just really
Young kids aren't going to understand what that is. Let's just take today. Who's the biggest star in music today?
Probably Drake.
Drake. So you're at a Drake concert. Everybody's hanging around ready to see Drake. Drake leaves, and so they make an announcement. Drake has left the building to just let you guys know he's gone. Go home.
Right.
So that's where that comes from. Because they used to have to do that when Elvis performed.
Because they were staying there forever.
That's right. Waiting to see Elvis. So
absolutely.
Well, cool. Anything else you want to mention?
Yeah, I mean, one last thing, too, and I don't do a very good job of this. I got to thank our wives. I mean, holy moly. Miss Montoya, Miss Montreal, Miss Crandall, everything they do to help our program, whether it's cook cookies, bake, the tough attitudes when we get home after a big loss, and the high energy after a big win, and then our families and the sacrifices they make when they miss out on, dad time, and Coach Crandall with his daughter playing up in college and having to watch some of those on the game. He was dedicated. He would even leave on Sunday morning, about 6 in the morning to get back, and just all of our coaches' wives that have put in all the time and energy and kind of get pushed to the back burner at times because that's how a coach's wife is, and we wouldn't nearly be successful without them and their support. And man, our kids and our booster club, just everybody, man. It's been a heck of a journey, a heck of a season. We're not going to stop working. We're going to get back to it and hopefully bring us another blue one home. But a lot to hold our heads held high on, and really proud of our guys, really proud of our program. They represented it well, and they know who Bulldog basketball is. So that's the great way to end it right there.
There you go. Coach Michael Mondragon, and thank you so much for your help and your coach's support for us through the season, and we look forward to doing it again all next year.
It's always great to be a Bulldog.
That's right. All right, let's take the break, and we're going to talk St. Patrick's Day lunch next.
With SRN News, I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. 2 top Iranian officials were killed in overnight strikes. Israel's defense minister reported the deaths of Iran's top security official and the head of a Revolutionary Guard militia. Yesterday's powerful storms in the eastern half of the U.S. are still causing delays for many air travelers. About 1,000 flights have been canceled or delayed today following the severe weather. A federal judge in Boston has blocked federal health officials from cutting the number of vaccines recommended for every child. He also said Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. likely violated federal procedures in revamping a key vaccine advisory committee. Amazon announced today it has started offering faster U.S. deliveries of selected products for a fee. Deliveries can be made in 1 or 3 hours for customers who pay extra. This is SRN News.
Take your family to Lowell's Pharmacy and we'll take care of you.
You and your family getting all the things you need. Where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions fill faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
You know, at Lowell's Pharmacy, we've noticed that nowadays there are so few things that families can do together. Well, you can bring your entire family down to Lowell's Pharmacy. Now, we know that not everyone in your family loves to shop, but we also know that your entire family has healthcare needs, and we're ready to meet those needs at Lowell's Pharmacy.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Let's catch you up on some softball. Artesia and Carlsbad are into the season and already well into the season. You know, Artesia's 7-1 after winning 3 of 4 games at the Southern New Mexico Invitational in Las Cruces this past weekend. Artesia on Friday defeated Deming 10-3, but then lost 8-4 to Las Cruces. On Saturday, the Lady Dogs defeated Silver 8-1 and then knocked off Cleveland 11-8. Artesia playing against Bernalillo, another tournament game this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Carlsbad, meanwhile, was 2-2 at the same tournament, defeating Albuquerque High and Sandia on Friday, but then losing to Mayfield and Las Cruces on Saturday. Carlsbad will be taking on Centennial. Doubleheader at home Friday starting at 4:30. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
Meta is reportedly licensing Google's AI. Let that sink in. One of the most powerful tech companies with more money than most countries said, we can't build this fast enough. Give us yours. This is the start of something huge. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. When you're online, you're tracked. Keep your activity private and secure. Right now, get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. We're heading into the era of AI utilities. Most companies will stop trying to build their own AI. They'll plug into someone else's. Google's, OpenAI's, Anthropic's. That leaves maybe 3 companies running the world's intelligence infrastructure, and everyone else is just a customer. Think about what happened with internet providers. We thought competition would keep prices fair and service great. It did not. AI consolidation is starting to rhyme with that story. Watch this space. The future of AI is narrowing fast to a very small group of very powerful hands. And stay up to date with all things AI with my new free newsletter. Sign up at splashofai.com. Who really knows you best? Your spouse, your kids? If you use a smartphone, a computer, or any internet-connected device, thousands of companies are tracking what you do online. Big tech makes billions every year monitoring the sites you visit and the things you buy. A lot of that activity is tied to your IP address. They build a profile about you, what you search for, what you like, and use it to target you with ads. That's why I use ExpressVPN. It hides your real IP address and encrypts your internet connection so what you do online isn't visible to companies, your internet provider, or anyone else trying to snoop. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. One subscription covers up to 8 devices: your phone, laptop, tablet, even your smart TV. Just one click and you're protected. Take back control of your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/Kim. And right now, get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim. expressvpn.com/Kim.
Turpinning & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. Services are scheduled for 2 p.m. today at Turpinning & Son for Shirley Ann Foster of Artesia, who passed away on Thursday, March 12th in Lubbock, Texas at the age of 89. Michael Elliott will officiate the services with burial to follow at Twin Oaks Memorial Park. Visitation will be this morning from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Turpinning & Son Mortuary. Shirley was born in September 1936. She married Kenneth Andrew Foster in 1957 in Artesia. Kenneth loved and took care of Shirley for 64 years until his passing in 2021. You could often find her sitting on his lap at Kenmar or riding on the handlebars of his motor scooter. After graduating from Artesia High School, she worked at Newmont Oil Company for 20 years until opening Kenmar Furniture in 1975 and Shirley's Bridal in 1980. She was a faithful member of Faith Baptist Church from its inception in 1976 until her health declined to the point that she could no longer attend. She was preceded in death by her parents, loving husband, and sister Irene. Survivors include her daughter, Canetta Matthews, and husband Jack, along with numerous grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and her wonderful caregivers, Ruth Chavez and Shirley Adamson. Once again, funeral services are at 2 p.m. today at Turpinning & Son for Shirley Ann Foster, who passed away March 12th at the age of 89. Visitation will be at Turpinning & Son Mortuary from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. today. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpinning & Son Mortuary of Artesia, where we make it personal. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with our hospital segment guests, and we've got some great things to talk about, so don't go away.
The madness.
Left corner, 3 by Donovan Atwell. Yes!
Starts.
Gonna take it all the way to the rack and dunk it!
Now.
What a statement for these guys on the road!
It's the NCAA tournament. Join us Friday. The Red Raiders. The Zips. Live from Tampa, Florida. Our coverage begins at 9:30 on your home for Red Raider basketball.
Red Raiders win!
What does it mean for a roofing contractor to have heart? How about braving a 24-hour road trip with a bad back and a 20-foot-long trailer through Interstate 40? You heard that right. A local business needed a new roof, but this business did not want just any roof. They desired a schoolhouse roof with red shingles. Well, we wanted to give our customers exactly what they were asking for. The only problem was that the red color of shingle they were looking for had been discontinued in our local region. But we didn't give up then. We were told by our supplier that the schoolhouse red color of shingle that we were looking for was still available in Arkansas. So we did what was expected of us and drove 24 hours, and we delivered on our promise. If you need a roofer who delivers on their promises, call Trustmark Roofing today at 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746-6195. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
Can we be moral without religion? This is Ken Ham, author of the new book, Defending God's Existence. Last year, President Trump said that America needs God to be a moral nation. Well, a few years ago, a European study wanted to test this idea, and they determined, no, morality doesn't decline alongside religion. But how did they define morality? Well, abortion and homosexuality were just listed as traditionally offensive, while lying and stealing were labeled as immoral. They found most Europeans accept abortion and homosexuality, but still think lying and stealing are wrong. So yes, morality has declined as more people have rejected God's word as the basis for right and wrong. It just depends on who defines morality.
Visit AnswersRadio.com to listen to this program again or others like it. That's AnswersRadio.com.
And welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. As we're sitting here on this Tuesday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and we have our reminder that you're supposed to wear green today with our guests from Artesia General Hospital, all wearing their green.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kush is here along with Lori Crockett. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Crystal Rhodes.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good. Hey, you didn't blow out the microphone.
I did. Yay!
Yeah, even though you still are a little too far away.
I am. Okay.
Yeah. Kush, of course, I had to turn him way down over here.
I'm loud. What can I say?
Well, thanks for coming in. And being St. Patrick's Day, the Green Chili Cafe is probably where everybody wants to go for lunch today.
Yep, we've got quite the spread. Corned beef, we've got Guinness cake, we've got a mousse, we've got a ton of different things. So come on by. And if you're curious about the menu, go to our the Green Chili Facebook page, give us a follow, and it's listed up there.
Bangers and mash?
Bangers and mash.
Do we know what that is?
It's so good.
It's good?
Yes.
It's good?
Yes.
Shepherd's pie?
Also good.
One of my favorites, actually, shepherd's pie.
Okay. And then, of course, you have braised cabbage. I don't know what you do to cabbage. It still doesn't... I don't like cabbage. I don't know.
Now you got to come try it, Gene.
Root vegetable medley?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then Irish Guinness stew, as you mentioned. So, and key lime pie. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be quite good. I've seen some of it, so.
Okay. Well, good. Well, that'll be, what time do they start with the lunch?
11:30.
11:30. So,
yeah.
So get on out to the Green Chili Cafe. It is Women's Health Month.
Women's Health Month.
Women's Health Month. And so we have nurse practitioners at the Women's Clinic at Artesia General Hospital, Lori Crockett and Crystal Rhodes. And Lori, how you like working in the brand new clinic there at the hospital?
It is the Taj Mahal of the facility. So we're very lucky to get to work in such a beautiful, pristine clinic. It was beautifully designed by Kim Salgado. I'm very grateful. It's very peaceful. It's a good place to do patient care.
What's been the response since it opened? Because it's been, what, 6-7 months that it's
about that.
About that. And what's
a
been
year actually.
Yeah,
In a year.
About a year now.
already?
It's been a good. It's
It's
been a good response. It's nice to go in, and it's very quiet, peaceful. It's beautiful. The goal is for the clinic not to be such a sterile environment, a place that you can kind of lay out your health goals, and we try to align with the values that you have, and so it's exciting. I'm mostly excited though that Crystal is joining us. I've been there with Dr. Beard. He's our urogynecologist, which is kind of a rare specialty to have in this area. But now that Crystal's joining us, we can open up more appointments and increase access to this specialty.
Well, let's meet Crystal. How long have you been with the hospital now? Just a few weeks, or?
Oh goodness. So I started with them in 2022 in the OR.
Okay.
I've been a nurse for 26 years all over the planet. But started with them in 2022 in the OR when I was still finishing school. Did that for a couple years, left for silly decisions, came back. I came back home, and then I started with them about a little over a year ago and just kind of helped and kind of learned the uro part of it, and kind of been hanging out with Dr. Beard, learning that part. So I can help some of the urogynecology patients.
She's really a driving force for the urogynecology program. She really got it up off the ground, very knowledgeable. The patients trust her. I'm very excited for her to be with us.
Well, that's great.
So I was there with them as an RN, and then I finished my NP in December and recently became board certified. Woohoo! Yes. So I'm official.
Well, congratulations.
Yes. Yeah.
On
So I'm
that.
excited.
So what are your goals now that you have this board certification and now you have this wonderful position at the hospital? What do you hope to help
just to
accomplish?
kind of help build our practice even more and get it out, get the word out even more that we have a new practitioner available to take them in and do comprehensive women's health care. And then we can offer that urogynecology portion. And I also do pelvic floor therapy, which is one of the few in our region that do that. It's very hard to get into a pelvic floor therapist. So there's a lot of different things we offer. And just to be another practitioner listening ear for the women in our community.
Are you starting to see response from outside Artesia? Are you starting to attract patients from north and south?
Probably the majority of our urogynecology referrals are from outside of the city.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. So, being that it's Women's Health Month, what are some things that you are encouraging women to do? Are there some tests or screenings or consultations? What's a good idea to be thinking about right now?
I mean, we always shoot for preventative health care, and that's always better to prevent it than to fight it. And we try to offer a comfortable space where they're comfortable. It's peaceful. They're not scared to come in and see us. But definitely at some point you're screening mammograms, you're screening pap smears, your, general lab work every year or two or so, and just making sure that your general health is in order is always the best thing.
Mm-hmm. Very good. How about you, Lori? What are some other things you think ladies should be thinking about this time of year?
Well, I think really just taking this first step to make the appointment.
Right.
There are many women who haven't had access to women's health services. So just coming in for the appointment and saying, what do I need? What is offered? What will my insurance cover for me? What things are important for me to screen? So cardiovascular risks, looking at your thyroid, bone health, PAPs, mammograms. And there's a lot of other things that are offered, our urogynecology for incontinence care, pelvic floor therapy for traumatic births if you've had difficulty with those things. We also do vulvar vaginal dermatology. So if there's skin issues that you've struggled with, you don't have to go all the way to Lubbock for those things. The goal is, what do our patients need? And then we figure out how can we bring that to the clinic and then give access to it. So that's the goal.
So when you say calling and making an appointment, do you have to have a referral to go to the Women's Health Clinic, or can you start at the Women's Health Clinic
I would love
first?
for you to just give us a call and see if we can do, if we can get you on the schedule. And our goal is to remove any barriers for you. If your insurance requires a referral, then we'll help you, get a hold of your PCP and have them send that to us. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's helpful. And then what about older ladies who may be on Medicare?
Oh,
things like
absolutely.
that?
Yes. Age is just a number.
Right.
So we see we see all ages and all areas of your life and growth.
Okay. Well, that's interesting too, because sometimes when you talk about some of the services you're providing, you think it's for younger women only, or those that are, maybe going to have a baby or something like that. But what are some of the issues that maybe older ladies need to be aware of?
Most of my urogynecology patients and actually pelvic floor therapy patients are older, mostly over 60 years old. Just because as we go out through life and we've had babies and we've been through menopause and our body doesn't love us as much at that age and things start to decline, that's most women over that. I mean, women mostly over that age is who needs it. So most of my patients are, older ladies. I don't want to say elderly because
No, I'm trying to be very, very careful.
So we're all elderly now.
We're all trying to be very careful.
Seasoned. But we love our ladies of any age.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right. So, do you, Kush? I know you've got the hospital website has been updated. There's information about all of this on the website?
There is, and we've actually been doing a series of posts this month on women's health. So if you're curious, just go check out the latest news section. It's right there on the homepage, and you'll be able to get some information there as well.
Can you schedule an appointment through the website?
We're
Are you working on that?
You can request an appointment. It's not an online appointment in that sense, but you can request an appointment, and we'll call you back.
Okay, or call the Women's Health Clinic. Is that a different number than the main exchange, or do you call the main number at the hospital?
Call the main number at 748-3333, and they can transfer you to the clinic.
Okay, and ask for the Women's Health Clinic.
Yes.
Or check out Cush's new website, and make sure you check that it can be in multiple languages.
That is correct. If you prefer your information in a different language, if you look at the flag that's on the bottom right, you can switch to many, many different languages. It is machine translatable, so keep that in mind, but it gets you a good start on any information that you're looking for.
Very good. Anything else we need to mention today?
I do think it's important to know that it's part of having women providers. We recognize that there are things in women's health that need to be seen the same day. So issues with urinary tract infections, yeast infections, STI screening, bleeding issues, all of those things that are really sometimes challenging to talk about and are not necessarily out, as far as access to know where you can go for same-day treatment. That's part of what we do. So our goal is to get women in as quickly as possible to address the issues that they have that day.
Fantastic. 575-748-3333 and ask for the Women's Health Clinic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having us.
No, thanks for coming in, Lori Crockett and Crystal Rhodes. Thanks for being here with us. Kush, always good to see you.
Same as always. I look forward to seeing you at lunch.
Probably see you at lunch.
For some bangers and mash.
And shepherd's pie.
It just doesn't sound right, but it is what it is, right? All right, we join the news already in progress.
In Boston, a federal judge has placed a temporary block on the administration's order to cut the number of recommended childhood vaccines. It's the latest development in a lawsuit filed by the American Academy of Pediatrics and other medical groups. The decision by Judge Brian E. Murphy halts an order by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The judge says it's also likely that Kennedy violated federal procedures when he fired the entire 17-member advisory committee on immunization practices. Kennedy replaced it with a group that includes several anti-vaccine voices. HHS spokesman Anthony Nixon says they look forward to the judge's decision being overturned. I'm Jennifer King.
President Trump said he believes he'll have the honor of taking Cuba. Asked by reporters at the White House yesterday if that would be a diplomatic or a military move, the president said only that he can, quote, do anything he wants. More at townhall.com.
Hi, Mike Gallagher here, host of the Mike Gallagher Show. As we head into spring, there's some good news in the housing market. Rates have recently dropped. When rates drop, payments can drop. That can mean hundreds of dollars a month back in your pocket, money you can use to pay bills, reduce debt, or strengthen your financial position. That's why this is the time to talk to my friends at Fellowship Home Loans. They're helping homeowners refinance into lower rates and reduce their monthly mortgage payments. Fellowship also offers a fixed rate line of credit for home projects or consolidating a high interest debt with fast approval and a predictable rate. Remember, many people still qualify to skip their next 2 mortgage payments. That's 2 months of breathing room while you reposition financially. I've used Fellowship personally. I trust these guys. Before you make your next move, go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
The U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments over a push to end legal protections for migrants from Haiti and Syria.
The Trump administration is focusing on people fleeing war and natural disasters from countries around the world, including Haiti and Syria. The justices refuse to immediately lift the protections, allowing hundreds of thousands of people to live and work in the country legally, at least for now. The government's position is the protections were meant to be temporary. The conservative majority court has sided with the Trump administration on on the issue before and allowed the end of temporary legal status for a total of 600,000 people from Venezuela. Ed Donahue, Washington.
A Pakistani airstrike killed at least 400 people at a drug rehabilitation hospital in the Afghan capital overnight. Rescue crews are still digging bodies out of the rubble. Pakistan denies Afghanistan's accusation that it targeted a hospital. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston. If overnight or two-day delivery isn't fast enough for you, Amazon is offering even faster delivery for an extra charge.
Amazon says that it has started offering faster U.S. deliveries of select products for a fee. Customers in more than 2,000 areas can now get orders from among 90,000 items delivered in 3 hours. The charge is $4.99 for Amazon Prime members and $14.99 for non-members. 1 hour delivery slots are also available in some areas, with Amazon Prime members paying $9.99 for the 1 hour service. For non-members, it'll be $19.99 for that service. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
The WNBA and its players' union met for a 7th day with their latest negotiation session running until 3:30 this morning, but still no deal on a collective bargaining agreement. More at townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Welcome back. Good morning, Artesia. It is hour number 2, the 8 o'clock hour. Good morning to you. Glad you could join us here today. I'm Gene, filling in for Scott on this Tuesday. Scott normally fills in for Gene on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but he's got some other obligations in the month of March, so he'll be doing those. So I've got Joby filling in for me on Mondays and Wednesdays, so I can fill in for Scott on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And who hosts on Friday, Jeffrey? If that's not confusing enough. Anyway, we are getting ready for the hour. My email is finally filling up. What do we have coming up today? We'll have our chamber chat this hour, and we've got some Gen X trivia we'll play. And I've also got a pair of tickets to give away to the Dancing with the Eddy County Stars, which is Friday night. And I think I have figured out my trivia question for that. So be listening for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Friday night event coming up this hour. Next hour, we'll have Eddy County DWI Task Force. Nancy will be with us. Aaron Irving will be with us. We're kind of quiet on the sports front, but we really get into high gear this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have the Artesia Baseball Tournament, the Artesia Softball Tournament. Texas Tech Red Raiders play this weekend, and we have the Golden Gloves Boxing 78th Annual New Mexico State Golden Gloves Boxing Competition, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday starting at 6, Saturday starting at 2, and Sunday starting at 1 at the Roswell High Gym. And it's $15 a day, in person, $10 for veterans and seniors. We're going to have our streaming guys there, camera there, and it's a $10 ticket if you want to watch it online. And I'll try to get all that up on the website later today at ksvptv.com. The Red Raiders play Akron, the Zips, in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and that starts on Friday morning at 9:30 pregame and 10:30 tip or 10:40 tip in that NCAA basketball tournament game. So it's Texas Tech men's basketball versus Akron. And that'll be on Friday the 20th. And again, it starts at 9:30 in the morning. Some reason I'm trying to put it on at 9:30 at night, and I don't need to do that. Let's see, where's 9:30? Here's 9:30. Okay, so I can get it on our schedule. Baseball. One thing you need to know about the baseball tournament: Artesia baseball team will play the late game all 3 days, regardless of win or lose. They're going to play at 7 o'clock on Thursday against Deming. Win or lose, they're playing at 7 o'clock against either Roswell or Los Alamos. And then win or lose, they're going to play Saturday at 3 on field number 1. One other note about Saturday: the class of 1976 state champions are going to be honored before the Saturday game at 3 o'clock. So that's something to be there in attendance for on Saturday. We're going to be streaming all the games from the tournament. Goddard and Alamogordo at 10. Henry Villarreal will be doing that play-by-play. At 1 o'clock, it's Lovington and Clovis. We'll have Joby Hodling and Lee Johnson. 4 o'clock is Roswell and Los Alamos, Joby and Lee. And then, of course, the Deming Artesia game at 7 o'clock. And I think I've got this arranged. Our buddy Dwayne Chase from Clovis is going to come down and do the softball tournament games for us. We're going to cover all the games on Field 1. So Thursday, it'll be Deming and Goddard at noon, Cobury and Alamogordo at 2, Los Lunas and Artesia JV at 4, Bernalillo and Artesia at 7. And then on Friday, Bernalillo and Artesia JV at noon, Cobury and Artesia at 2, Alamogordo and Bernalillo at 4, Los Lunas and Artesia at 6. And then on Saturday, we'll cover the 2 Field 1 games, 10 o'clock, Cobury versus the Artesia JV, and at noon, Alamogordo versus the Artesia varsity. So those will all be on the TV. Figure out where we can get some softball on the radio, but I think we'll have the baseball games on the radio on Saturday. Okay, let's jump into our weather forecast and see what's going to be happening. I hope it gets warmer than it's been the last few weeks, days.
Meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our daytime highs on a big warming trend over the next few days. We're hitting the upper 70s on our high today with high pressure covering all of the southwestern states. We'll be getting sunshine, a little bit breezy. Overnight will be clear with mid-40s, and then we're in the mid-80s on Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Clear for Wednesday night, we'll hit about the 90-degree mark and sunny on Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Wow, it's still cold, 33 outside, but we're going up to 79 for a high today. Our humidity is at 36%. The dew point is 9 degrees. Winds are out of the south at 7, gusting to 14. Pressure 30.10 and steady. Our air quality is 44. We have good air quality. The moon is in the waning crescent phase, 3% illumination, and we won't have any moon tonight. Goes away. Then it comes back. We'll have a full moon in 2 weeks. Sunset at 7:07, sunrise at 7:03. Cloudy, 33 in Carlsbad, 31 in Roswell, mostly sunny, 34 in Hobbs. Cloudy across New Mexico, 40 in Albuquerque, 41 in Santa Fe, 37 at Cloudcroft, 40 in Ruidoso, 43 in Alamogordo. Partly cloudy, 40 in Las Cruces. Cloudy, 36 at Gallup, mostly sunny, 44 at Farmington. Cloudy, 35 at Taos and Red River, 32 in Clovis. In West Texas, it's sunny and 36 in Lubbock. Cloudy and 43 in El Paso. And again here in Artesia, it's cloudy and 33 degrees. We're going to do Chamber Chat. Looks like Camelie's all by herself today, so you get to answer the trivia questions. All right. She's looking forward to it, I think. We'll be back in just a minute.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
It's Ford Truck Month at Artesia Ford Sales. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus a $1,000 rebate on brand new Ford F-150s. We're closing out remaining 25 models. Certified pre-owns can be financed for just 4.49% and come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Artesia Ford is family-owned and operated with a great selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned Ford trucks ready to go to work. So come see Robbie and the crew at Artesia Ford Sales today. But hurry, Truck Month ends March 31st.
You've got questions about college. Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/openhouse or call 575-562-2178. Artesia General Hospital presents Expert Advice for a Healthy Spring. Seasonal transitions can affect your immune system and respiratory health. Combat allergies by monitoring pollen forecasts and using prescribed treatments consistently. Increase physical activity gradually to avoid strain after a less active winter. Prioritize hydration and balanced nutrition, focusing on fresh produce rich in antioxidants and vitamins. Spring is also an ideal time for preventive screenings and annual checkups. Early detection remains one of the most powerful tools in healthcare. Healthy habits this season build a foundation for wellness all year long. Healthy Tips, proudly presented by Artesia General Hospital. Ready to help take care of you and your family.
Tax changes can be overwhelming and confusing, especially regarding the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. With over 70 years of tax experience, H&R Block knows how to navigate change. We'll take time to understand your tax situation, explain the new tax laws and how they impact your taxes. And with an H&R Block right in your community, it's easy to get the convenience and care you deserve. Make an appointment today. 502 West Texas Avenue, Suite A, Artesia.
Hungry for flavor? Since 1965, La Fonda in Artesia has been serving up some of the most inventive New Mexican dishes around. From rich, slow-cooked red and green chili to sizzling carne avocada, every bite is tradition with a twist.
That chicken enchilada plate, so spicy, so comforting, just what I needed.
Come visit us at 210 West Main in Artesia or call 575-746-9377. We're open Monday through Friday from 11 till 2 and 4:30 to 8. Closed on weekends. Treat yourself to something local. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
Spring has moved in at the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop. Discover beautiful spring fabrics plus top-notch sewing machines. We're your certified dealer and repair station for Handy Quilter long arm and brother sewing machines, and scissor sharpening is available. Join our beginning embroidery and quilting classes. Log on to roswellquilting.com to shop online today and follow the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop on Facebook. Want to know how? Come to the Cow. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell.
Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And Camelie's here from the chamber. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are things?
So good. All is great.
Why is everybody wearing green today?
I wonder. I've been seeing it.
All the guests that we've had come in so far have been wearing green.
Good. Where's your green?
I don't know that I have a green shirt.
You're not pinch proof.
I have orange shirts,
That's not green.
but I don't have green shirts.
It's not St. Bulldog's Day.
When would that be? That's a great idea. I'm going to take your idea and say we need to have a St. Bulldog's Day. That's a great idea.
I'm full of them.
Okay, so you get to do the Gen X trivia by yourself. But
Okay.
I think you'll get this one.
Okay.
Which 5 things, and I'm going to give you 6. So which 5 things will Rick Astley never do? Give you up, make you cry, let you down, say goodbye, drive your car, run around. So 5 of those things he will never do. One of those things I guess he will.
Let me. I can hear it, but
Yeah, you've been Rickrolled.
yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? The answer's all but E.
Which one was E? That's a lot of.
Drive your car.
Okay.
He may drive your car.
He may.
1987's Never Gonna Give You Up video saw a resurgence when 2007 brought a wave of Rickrolling to unsuspecting viewers. And then it has the IYKYK.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna let you down. Say goodbye. So, you've been Rickrolled today. Okay. I had no idea on this.
Why did you have to get that in my head?
It's now stuck in Jeffrey's head. All right. Match the celebrity with the year they were named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive.
Okay.
So the years, I don't know any of this either.
Yeah,
Lana
there's
knows
no
one
way
of
I would know this.
them. The years are 88, 85, 91, and 96. I know you weren't even around.
My mom was barely around.
She might know.
She probably would.
So, did you know Mel Gibson was once named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive? Mel Gibson. You've heard of Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea.
You don't know what year he might have been named that.
What are my options? I'll just guess.
Okay, 88, 85, 91, or 96?
88.
No.
Oh, okay.
Denzel Washington. You've heard of Denzel Washington.
Yes.
He was once named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive.
So, for me, all these people are like the same age. Like I don't know age
That
beyond,
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he was once named Sexiest Man Alive. John F. Kennedy Jr. So is it
All right.
88, 85, 91, or 96?
I'm going to say 96 for Kennedy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Okay, Mel Gibson was named Sexiest Man Alive in 1985. Denzel Washington was named Sexiest Man Alive in 1996. Patrick Swayze in 1991, and John F. Kennedy Jr. in 1988. So there's your answer.
Dang.
I wouldn't have known any of those.
Yeah.
So.
I
Cool.
feel like I'm really slacking. I just watched that new show too.
Which one's that?
The Kennedy one.
Lana's been watching that.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'll be watching
I just assumed he would be later, but I guess it makes sense that he would probably have been named Sexiest Man Alive when he was not.
When he was in his prime.
Yeah, when he was not already with Carolyn.
Right. Well, that would have been in 88. Yes.
Well, I know now.
Yeah. Well, Lana said she knew. She's been watching that series.
Yeah.
Too. So I'll be watching some of my stupid stuff on the YouTube, and I'll look over and she'll be watching the Kennedy thing. And which is crazy because we have two computers now. Why? Why can't we watch what I want to watch?
That's not how it works.
First world problem. Right? So, well, good. Let's see. What did you want to talk about today? I saw you guys are hosting some candidates.
Yes.
Did I see that?
So, yes.
Okay.
They actually, Jimmy Mason is doing it. It'll just be at the chamber.
Okay.
But it will be April 2nd at 6 p.m., sort of an evening thing. And just, again, kind of allow the people to meet the different candidates.
Now, these are running for Jimmy's seat, since Jimmy's
District
not
66.
running for re-election.
Yes.
And this is the New Mexico House,
yeah.
District 66. And Dan Lewis is one of the candidates.
Leanne Gandy.
Leanne Gandy.
And Trinidad Malone.
Trinidad Malone. So it says refreshments will be offered.
Yes.
I like that term. Are you going to walk around with a tray? Would you like a refreshment?
Would you like one? No, when you walk in the door, I just ask once.
There you go. That's it. If you don't say yes, then you're on your own.
You got cotton mouth for the rest of the night.
That's interesting that 3 people have stepped up to want to run for that.
Yeah.
For that seat.
Yeah, it's awesome. We love to see, some, I don't want to say competition, but involvement.
So come on out on Thursday, April 2nd at 6 p.m.
To the chamber.
To the chamber.
Yep.
Okay.
They'll have, I think they'll have booths set up kind of in our lobby. So, or something of that sort, something along those lines. So,
okay.
Yeah, it'll be neat. Hopefully we have a decent turnout. So
it's not a formal program. You just go around and talk to the candidates.
I don't know exactly. Again, it's more just at the chamber, and Jimmy's doing it.
Okay.
So
in other words,
we're helping push it.
Quit asking Camille, go ask Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Quit bugging me about it. I don't know. It's Jimmy's deal.
I just don't want to say anything wrong.
I understand. I totally understand. Yes. I was looking. Did I get the chamber? There's the chamber chat from Monday.
I was going to say you would have yesterday at like 5:01 p.m.
It did come in yesterday. Not sure exactly what time, but that's okay. No big deal. Main event, car show and cruise. People calling in to get signed up for that?
Yes, lots of people. Obviously, it's still open. It'll be open until day of. So we totally understand if you want to wait for your fancy, pretty car. Just in the case that the weather's wonky, I'm really thinking it's not going to be. And we're praying it'll be good. But typically that's what we see is people wait until the day before, the day of, to either register online or just register there. But as of right now, I think we're at 50 or 60 registrations.
Oh, this is next weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right around the bend. You might actually be able to see the weather forecast
I can
now.
see it through Thursday.
Okay.
And it's sunshine.
Good.
And 89 on Thursday.
Perfect.
So it ought to be...
Lord willing.
Yes.
It'll be sunshine and 89 on Friday and Saturday also.
Without the gale force winds.
Yeah. So I think we historically have seen kind of an influx of registrations right about now or, tomorrow when they know, okay, the weather will be good. Now I can, make sure.
I can commit.
Yes, now I can commit. So that's great. Our goal every year is 300 cars. So we're super pumped about that. We've got, obviously the cruise is on Friday night at 6 p.m. from Bulldog Bowl. And that one's kind of organized chronologically. Is that the right term? So it's really neat. Last year was my first year seeing any of this. And that was like the coolest part for me.
Because of by the decades, I think.
Yes, okay. Yes. So partially because the older ones, like the tea buckets and whatnot, they need to just go. Like, they can't handle the stopping so much. I mean, they're 100 years old. So, and then anything, they kind of control the pace, but it works out because as they go, it's like watching time pass. It's really neat. So, and then the cruise actually, it goes from Bulldog Bowl up Main, and then it circles around Second, the roundabout at Second, and then back the other direction on Main.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point there's like two, lines
Mm-hmm.
going opposite directions of each other.
Yeah.
So as the old leave, the new come in. It's like, oh wow, that's crazy.
It's kind of neat. What is the, which roundabout?
The by La Fonda, like
Okay.
behind La Fonda.
Behind
That's
the
Second
farm.
Street.
That one. All right.
Yes.
So they'll turn
At Texas.
left and do the roundabout, then come back and go back west.
Go back west, yes.
On Main Street.
Yep. So the best spots to watch probably are, I prefer Derrick Floor because I
Okay.
think it's cute.
Mhm.
There's grass and,
That is a good
but
spot. Yeah.
yes. But also because that all happens Friday night, it's sort of organically become its own car show Friday night. So we just are kind of leaning into that. Once they all go through the cruise, then they kind of come back and park around Heritage Plaza. And food trucks will be at 5th and Texas. So if you'd rather post up closer to that, where all the
food is.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of where that'll all be happening Friday and Saturday.
And that
So-
starts at what time on Friday?
the cruise?
The parade.
Oh, yeah. 6.
6.
Yep.
Okay. So they'll leave the bowl around 6.
Yes,
And
that is the goal. I think we have them lining up around 5.
around 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we did last year, this is kind of nitty gritty, but we purchased some flags, like those big feather pole flags,
Mm-hmm.
and it really helped us in organizing.
Which decade they were pulling
Yes,
into,
exactly.
yeah.
Like if your car is 1970 through 1979, go find the green flag, or so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have big posters out there. So,
It worked out really well.
yeah, it did. So this year we bought a second set of flags. Every year you just do a little more to make it a little smoother.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited.
That is fantastic. Hopefully
Yeah.
there'll be some 20s and 30s era cars.
Yes, I think there will be.
Mhm.
Yeah, we saw a couple of them at our banquet, actually.
That's right.
So,
That's
yeah.
right. I remember the pickup truck.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how far trucks have come?
It is wild. Yeah.
You can still
They're pretty
see that
crazy.
over at Artesia Ford sales.
True that.
It's in the showroom there,
Yeah.
but it's not. I was going to say it's not for sale, but I don't know. Somebody walked in and offered Robbie enough money for it. I guess it would be. For
I think
sale.
everything's for sale, Gene.
Yeah. That's true. Just what is that price?
Right.
It's $40 to register.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can register again there day of. There's a registration booth. We'll be there. You can register by calling the chamber. We can take your card over the phone. You can write us a check. We take cash. I mean, whatever is easiest. Or you can register online at Artesia Chamber and go to our events and find it from there.
I'm actually on the website right
Perfect.
now, and it says register for the event. You have Host Hotels, Spark by Hilton, and Hampton Inn.
Yes. They've both given us some rates. So the Hampton has a specific booking link. And then Spark by Hilton, he always gives us really awesome rates. And it's nice because they're so close. So a lot of those guys won't mind leaving their car that close to them. And we will have security overnight. So if you're worried about that, you can come Friday, spend the night, and
There'll be security there.
Yes.
Keep an eye on everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only thing about the Spark is sometimes you have to talk to Tommy.
Yep. That's our guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to talk to Tommy.
I know. Yep.
Ask him about his recipe for his Salisbury steak.
I'm sure he's got a good
Tommy
one.
Salisbury steaks.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of neat information about all this on the website, and then of course Saturday, day of the big day, and you've got live entertainment on Saturday this year.
Yes.
Okay.
So last year was the street dance sort of thing. That'll happen Friday night.
Okay.
And that encouraged us to sort of keep going with it this year. So we won't have live music on Friday. We will have live music on Saturday, and it'll be in a different spot. It'll be in Heritage Plaza, and we'll put this stage, hopefully, if all the logistics work out, in Hozo, the wedding basket mural on the ground in the middle of Heritage Plaza. So
okay.
It'll be really neat. And that'll just be from 11 to 1. Give you a chance to grab some lunch.
Well, Digger and the Diva are going to be there.
Yes.
They're on
the rest of the day.
92.9, and they're going to be there. I think he wants to start playing music at 8 o'clock.
Perfect.
And
that's what we like to hear.
Like, come on down. you
Yeah.
know. And we'll set up our speakers around the park area.
Yes.
And he and the Diva will entertain.
Yes, exactly.
During the show that day, which will be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
On that, they're doing the trivia night.
Yes.
On Friday night at the Ocotillo.
Mm-hmm. And that's at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Friday night. Last year, I went to a trivia night at the Arts Council.
Mm-hmm.
Ocotillo, whatever. And they did, it was really hard, the trivia was. So I'm looking forward to this year because it's relevant to the car, like it's cars, sports, pop culture, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, last year Nancy Dunn and Destiny Rojo, I'm kind of competitive and I don't really like to lose.
They were getting all the answers?
They were getting all the answers. Yeah, it was driving me crazy. So
you weren't getting any of the answers?
No.
Wow.
Maybe 1 or 2.
I wonder.
They were just so speedy.
I wonder if I could get a sample question. During the break here, I'll text Digger.
Yeah, perfect.
And I say, hey, can you send me a sample question from your Arts Council trivia night?
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can together. If we can answer
If we can figure it out.
Figure it out. Okay, well, we need to take the news break, so we're going to do that now. Uncle Otis has a comment or two. I've not met Uncle Otis. I've just heard Uncle Otis, but he seems to be pretty smart. I don't know if he has a staff of writers or if this is him actually thinking these things, but we'll find out what Uncle Otis has to say. That's coming up next.
With SRN News, I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. Israel says 2 top Iranian officials are dead. It says Iran's security chief was killed in an overnight strike and that a top militia leader was also killed in a blow to the Islamic Republic's remaining leadership. More than 2 weeks into the war against Iran, the Pentagon says 13 U.S. service members have been killed and about 200 wounded. Hundreds of flights are canceled or delayed today after strong storms dumped snow in the Midwest and brought high winds to the east. Air travelers are also facing long lines at security checkpoints as TSA screening is being stretched by the partial government shutdown. Officials in Cuba report an island-wide blackout as its energy and economic crises deepen. The island has not received oil shipments in more than 3 months and has been operating on solar power, natural gas, and other means. This is SRN.
All across America, this Radio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm John Terrett. Meta platform shares jumped 2.3% yesterday on reports that Mark Zuckerberg is considering cutting the payroll at Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp by 1/5. That's 20%. Meanwhile, Meta is set to spend millions of dollars building out its AI programs. And that's good news for NVIDIA, I think, up 1.6% yesterday. And why wouldn't it be after the boss, Jensen Huang, said on Monday that he sees $1 trillion worth of orders coming in between now and 2027. The Bank of America settled a class action lawsuit on behalf of Jeffrey Epstein victims who'd accused the bank of helping Epstein in his sex trafficking activities. Bank of America shares up 0.7% yesterday. Crude oil was sliding on world markets yesterday amid hopes that more ships might start passing through that Strait of Hormuz in the Middle East. Crude was down by between 4 and 5%, but that was yesterday. We'll have to see what happens today. Markets all finished in the green. The Dow 287 points to the good. Nasdaq, S&P up, and Bitcoin trading above its 50-day average. Later today, Michael Martin, the Irish Taoiseach, is at the White House with a lot of money to spend here, we're told, and the Fed begins its 2-day meeting to discuss interest rates decision tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
You ever have any of those little green plastic army men when you were little? Now, some of us still do. Hell, I got a whole toy drawer full of them. They're either standing up or kneeling down or lying flat. Some look like they're, throwing something. Now, they only come in green. They don't make green plastic army men in black or brown or pink. You just get green. That's it. If you want diversity, you're out of luck. I'll tell you how we're going to fix that in a minute. Look, they're all army men. They're just there to kill bad guys. That's what you thought. Maybe you weren't, worried enough about what color they were when you dumped your bag of army men out on the living room rug. You didn't know that you were supposed to have 20% black and 20% brown and who knows what percent pink. You weren't woke up enough yet to think about that. Your green plastic army men just killed bad guys. Look, if you're one of those that's already too scared to brown your own chicken because somebody might look at you funny, I have good news. Somebody is going to come back in and fix all this crap again so we can go back to just getting along. This is your Uncle Otis, and my pronouns are 38 caliber, 45 caliber, and 50 caliber. That one's plural. I'll see you at the Peace March.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our daytime highs on a big warming trend over the next few days. We're hitting the upper 70s on our high today with high pressure covering all of the southwestern states. We'll be getting sunshine, a little bit breezy. Overnight will be clear with mid-40s, and then we're in the mid-80s on Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Clear for Wednesday night. We'll hit about the 90-degree mark and sunny on Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, Steve-O, let's see what the weather is doing out there right now. It's 36. Feels like 27 with the breeze out there, but we're going up to 79 today. 86 tomorrow, 93 on Thursday, 95 on Friday, 98 on Saturday, 99 on Sunday. Can you believe it? Carlsbad's cloudy 37, 35 in Roswell, mostly cloudy 38 in Hobbs, America. And we'll be back with our Chamber Chat segment when we continue right after this. Figure out which mouse I'm...
The madness. Left corner three by Donovan Atwell. Yes! Starts. Gonna take it all the way to the racket. Dunk it!
Now.
What a statement for these guys on the road.
It's the NCAA tournament. Join us Friday. The Red Raiders, the Zips, live from Tampa, Florida. Our coverage begins at 9:30 on your home for Red Raider basketball.
Red Raiders win!
There is a difference. We're involved in the community. We believe in this area, and we reinvest locally to help the local economy. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA. There is a difference.
Credible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derrick Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Ink Credible.
Hey Artesia, are you looking for something beautiful, meaningful, and made right here at home? Come visit Sunflowers at 1010 West Main, your local flower shop that's all about community. From fresh, handcrafted floral arrangements to stunning custom turquoise jewelry and locally made leather goods, we celebrate the artistry of New Mexico every day. Stop by, say hello, and support the heart of Artesia. Call us at 575-748-1010 or visit us online at sunflowersartesia.com. Come celebrate community, connection, and the spirit of Artesia. Sunflowers, where there's joy in every bloom.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Start your engines and get ready for the 27th Annual Main Event Car Show and Cruise. Friday and Saturday, March 27th and 28th in downtown Artesia. Day of registration begins at 1 p.m. Friday, then at 6, cruise from the Bulldog Bowl to downtown as we take over Main Street and the airways. The show continues Saturday at 9 with Digger and the Diva from 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you in part by Diamondback Auto, now located at 1713 North Roselawn in Artesia.
Got a tax refund coming? Put it to work at Reliable Tint in Artesia. The New Mexico sun is already heating things up, and professionally tinted windows can keep your vehicle cooler, protect your interior, and take the strain off your air conditioning. Reliable Tint also offers home and office window tinting to help save energy and protect your belongings from fading. And Reliable Tint handles auto glass replacements and repairs. Visit us at reliabletint.com. Reliable Tint. Stay cooler. Drive happier.
We are back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Camille is here from the Artesia Chamber. We're talking about the car show weekend.
Yeah, we are.
And hopefully folks are going to get signed up.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we were talking about is also happening that weekend is Trivia Night at the Arts Council.
Yes.
You went to the Trivia Night there last time it was held, right?
Yes. I think it was during Red Dirt Black Gold season.
I think that's right. And I have asked Digger for a sample trivia question, but I don't think he's awake yet.
I wouldn't be either.
It's 8:46. I just can't imagine not being awake at 8:46 in the morning.
True.
You know?
I would at least be awake.
Yeah.
It's just, if it were a Saturday, I wouldn't be out on the town yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, my first DJ job, I worked till midnight.
Oh, wow.
Then we'd go to the bar 2 doors down from the radio station and hang out till 2 a.m.
Wow.
So I was not up
You're hardcore.
at 8:47 in the morning.
Yeah. I get that.
Then I moved to Alabama, and the guy says, "Hey, the morning guy quit. You're doing the morning show."
And you've been up at 8:45.
I've been drinking coffee ever since. But the Trivia Night, that's $10 a person, and you get tickets at the Arts Council website. And
something else cool that the Arts Council is doing in collaboration with the Conquistador Council or the Boy Scouts, Scouting America. Is that what it is? Scouting America these days?
Until Trump makes them change it again.
Right, yeah, I get confused. But they are having a movie day at the Ocotillo. So there will be a 2 p.m. showing, and that'll be kind of a kids movie. And then there will be a 6:30 p.m. showing. And that'll be, still like family friendly, but, more targeted towards adults, I think. But they're both in the car realm. So.
Are we not allowed to say on the radio what the movies are? Is that the deal?
That's the deal.
Got it. I understand.
I think. Yeah, but they're fun movies.
It's not even on the poster.
No. Nope.
One of them is called Vroom 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 Movie.
Yep.
It's you're not going to understand this. It's all the Mazda Miata commercials from over the years.
You're right. I don't understand that.
When the Miata came out, they had the little kid, and he would turn to the camera, and he would, as the car drove by, and he would turn to the camera, and he'd go, zoom, zoom.
Oh.
And that's how they promoted the Miata.
That's really cute.
So, but this says vroom, vroom, not zoom, zoom.
Yeah, so not the Miata.
If you actually look on the windshield of my 94 Miata.
Says zoom, zoom?
It does.
That's cute.
Yep.
That's really cool.
I think another good one, there's been a lot of great car commercials over the years. You remember the one with I think it was for Volkswagen. The kid's all dressed up in his Darth Vader costume.
Okay.
And he's out in the driveway, and mom and dad are watching through the window, and he's out there doing the mind thing with the car. And dad hits
You're going to be so mad at me.
And dad hits the key fob, and it goes beep, beep. And the kid's like, I did that.
That's cute.
That's a neat ad. Have you seen any neat car ads lately?
I do like Audis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they're hanging up all these keys on a key ring, and it's like Porsche, BMW, all the luxury brands. And then it's like all the key rings line up to make Audi's logo.
That's kind of neat.
Like,
I haven't seen that.
They're the best of all of them.
That's right. But the movie that we can't say the title of publicly is a Vroom Vroom movie.
And the other one is a Speed Galore movie. Nighttime movie for car lovers and racing enthusiasts, showing at 6:30 p.m.
There you go. So this will be on, what day is this?
Saturday.
the 20th. Oh, so Saturday
Yep. So
during the car show.
Yes. So if you want to get out of the heat for a little bit, if you've checked out all the cars and need a little break, go to the Ocotillo. The concessions is where the Boy Scouts are making their money. They're trying to raise money to go to the 2026 National Jamboree.
Ooh, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Donations are also accepted if you're not into candy or popcorn. Go out there, head out there and get out of the sun for a minute.
Well, that next weekend's going to be busy. So you've got the trivia night Friday night. You have the cruise.
Yep.
On Friday night.
Yep.
You've got the show on Saturday. You have the live entertainment. Can we say who the live entertainment is?
Yes, but I don't remember.
Okay, no big deal. It'll be live.
It'll be live.
And then you have the movie day.
Can you tell I'm not often left to my own devices on the radio?
It's okay. Seriously, I'm not trying to trip you up. I figure you're at the chamber. You're helping. With
I really should know that one.
Know.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Something else that we still also have available are sponsorships.
Okay.
So if you're still wanting to sponsor or support, you get a T-shirt out of the deal. And your logo on the rear view placard of every car. And at over 300 cars, that's really good visibility.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gold sponsor is $100. You get a T-shirt and a DJ radio announcement. Is that where Digger comes in?
Yep.
Okay. The platinum
there will
sponsor
be a list.
is $250. You get the T-shirt and the DJ and then the logo on the web signups. I'm getting a text from Jessica. And then there's a Chrome sponsor.
Oh.
For $500.
Live music is Chance Coates.
Chance Coates.
Thank you,
right.
Jessica. She's listening.
I'm so glad somebody knows.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Jessica. We appreciate that. Have we missed anything else?
Whoopsies.
So you can be a sponsor. You can enter your car in the event, and of course the car show itself. They'll have awards.
Yes.
A number of different awards, and I'm not going to ask you what those are because I figure that's a car club thing.
No, those I do know.
You do know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm full of good information. You just got to ask the right questions.
I got you. And I did not do a pre-interview. I normally pre-interview and say, okay, what do you want to talk about? I didn't do that.
So, the awards, obviously there will be one. There are awards for every decade, but there's a first and second place for every decade, and there's also a first and second place for original and modified.
Okay.
So there's actually 4 awards for each decade.
Okay.
And original or modified just because they really don't fit into the same class at all. Like the original cars are super crazy cool, and so are the modified ones that are all souped up or, whatever, and have crazy engines in them. I don't really know about under the hoods. I primarily look at paint, but those are pretty clearly separated classes. So
okay.
There's that. And then there are also awards for tractors, rat rods, pedal cars.
Pedal cars, okay. Bikes?
Bikes.
Okay.
Yes. Motorcycles. Yeah, and the car club hired judges, so the judges they're not from here at all. They're not from Artesia. They don't know, any of us. So they'll do all the judging, and then there will also there's one other. I'm probably missing a few, but that's.
Is there like a People's Choice Award this year? No.
No, there's not.
Okay.
But there is one more category called everything else under the sun, because some cars just don't fit anywhere.
Right.
As hard as we try to keep it all inclusive, our list would be so long, and there would only be one car in each of those classes.
It's probably Johnny Cash's car.
What's Johnny Cash's car?
Oh, let me see if I can find it here.
Okay. Yeah, and then we're also going to have our incoming mayor judge Best of Show.
Aha.
So we're excited for that. He's excited, and he'll get to go.
Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. This Johnny Cash worked in an auto factory and he kept stealing parts.
I've heard that song.
You've heard that song.
I sure have.
And when he goes to get it registered, they ask him what it is, and he said he got it one piece at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yes,
you've heard it.
I've heard it.
Yeah. There you go. One piece at a time is that the name of that song.
I'm actually surprised I have heard that. But I have.
No,
I told you I'm young. I'm not dead.
Well, this will be a fantastic time to get signed up as now, and then see which one of these categories you fit in.
Yep.
Whether it's original or you've modified it or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you call that category the
everything else under the sun?
Everything else under the sun category. So there's probably a way that you can be entered and be considered for one of the ribbons or trophies or whatever it is that they're going to give away.
Absolutely.
And it's another time to look around because a lot of them will have a for sale sign on them from time to time. And so if you've always wanted one. Now, you know Jessica's dream car.
I don't.
You don't?
No. Maybe I do.
Eleanor.
Maybe. What?
From the movie Gone in 60 Seconds.
All right. Maybe
the very special Mustang named Eleanor. That's Jessica's dream car.
Dang it. No, I didn't
What's
know.
your dream car?
You know, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Okay.
When I was a kid, all I wanted was like an orange bug.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when I was, like 7. So.
Well, isn't there one in town? Haven't I seen an orange Volkswagen Beetle in town? Or a red one? You'll
Maybe.
probably see one.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Probably see one at the car show.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of like the ones that we have, but I'm just trying to think if it's a dream car. I kind of like some of the late 50s, early 60s Plymouths and Fords and Chevys that have the big fins, but not necessarily like the 57 Chevy, because there's a lot of people that have those. But there's like the 58 or 59 Plymouth Furies. I mean, they're really odd-looking cars with the ginormous fins on the back and everything. And
And that would be your dream car?
It'd be kind of fun to have one of those, I think.
Is that like your dream car, though?
What did I see the other day that became my dream car? I don't know. It changes from month to month or year to year. But then what I would probably do, because I can't work on them anymore, is I'd probably convert it to electric. Which now all the car show people are just screaming at me. How dare you even think about that? Oh yeah, there's companies that do that. They'll do they'll pull the motor and the drivetrain, and they'll go grab a battery and motors out of a Tesla or Nissan or something. And they'll retrofit it with a battery pack and motors, electric motors.
Weird.
And instead of the gas,
that feels sacrilegious.
Instead of where you put gas in, that's where you plug in the electric thing.
Huh. Okay.
So you can keep the interior, you can keep the exterior, you can keep the paint, you can keep all that fancy chrome and everything, but
it drives like a Tesla.
But it drives like a Tesla. So we're out of time.
Cheers. It's been a joy.
All right, Camille. If you have questions about the car show, get a hold of Camille or Jessica at the chamber. So, all right, this is KSVP Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. The director of the U.S. National Counterterrorism Center is resigning over the Trump administration's war against Iran. Joe Kent said Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation and that he cannot in good conscience support the war. Meanwhile, Israel says it has killed two of Iran's leading figures.
The Israeli defense minister says that the Israeli military has killed top Iranian security official Ali Larijani in an overnight strike. Israel Katz made the announcement on Tuesday. The Israeli military also announced it had killed Gholam Reza Soleimani, the head of the Revolutionary Guard's Bajij militia, a key force used to suppress demonstrations in the Islamic Republic. The killings again strip away top Iran leaders after the February 28 strike that killed 86-year-old Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. I'm Charles Dillon.
More than 2,000 flights are canceled or delayed today after severe weather disrupted air travel. Passengers are also facing long lines at some airport security checkpoints as TSA screening is being stretched by the partial government shutdown. President Trump is expressing frustration over the response of other countries to his demand that they help police the Strait of Hormuz.
Some are countries that we've helped for many, many years. We've protected them from horrible outside sources, and they weren't that enthusiastic. And the level of enthusiasm matters to me.
The president also has a warning for fellow Republicans as they launch an effort to hold the Senate floor and talk for days about a voter ID bill they know can't pass. The president says he'll never, ever endorse anyone who votes against the bill. More at townhall.com.
Hi, Mike Gallagher here, host of the Mike Gallagher Show. As we head into spring, there's some good news in the housing market. Rates have recently dropped. When rates drop, payments can drop. That can mean hundreds of dollars a month back in your pocket, money you can use to pay bills, reduce debt, or strengthen your financial position. That's why this is the time to talk to my friends at Fellowship Home Loans. They're helping homeowners refinance into lower rates and reduce their monthly mortgage payments. Fellowship also offers a fixed rate line of credit for home projects or consolidating a high interest debt with fast approval and a predictable rate. Remember, many people still qualify to skip their next two mortgage payments. That's 2 months of breathing room while you reposition financially. I've used Fellowship personally. I trust these guys. Before you make your next move, go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
Cuba's energy situation is getting worse.
Officials in Cuba are reporting an island-wide blackout in the country of some 11 million people as its energy and economic crisis deepens. Cuba says there's been a complete disconnection of the country's electrical system and says it is investigating. While Cuba blames a U.S. energy blockade for the crisis, Cuba's aging grid has drastically eroded in recent years, leading to daily outages and an increase in island-wide blackouts. President Donald Trump warned in January of tariffs on any country that would sell or provide oil to the island and has hinted at a friendly takeover of the island. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
President Trump and his team are upset that journalists are not covering the war in the Middle East the way the administration wants. Both the president and the defense secretary have questioned the patriotism of some news outlets. News and analysis at townhall.com. A New York man is exonerated and freed after 20 years in prison.
Prosecutors drop a case against a New York man who has spent nearly 20 years in prison for a less than $600 robbery they now agree he did not commit. On Monday, the Brooklyn DA's office asked a judge to throw out 61-year-old Kenneth Winley's conviction and dismiss his indictment. He was arrested in 2005 after using what turned out to be a stolen money order to buy his mother a stove at an appliance store. Prosecutors say since Winley's trial, new evidence, including confessions from two other men who were convicted in similar robberies, supported his claim of innocence. Julie Walker, New York.
Amazon has started offering faster U.S. deliveries of selected products for an extra charge. Deliveries can be made in 1 or 3 hours for additional fees ranging from $5 to $20. More on these stories at townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751. Hey, good morning and welcome once again to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It is Tuesday, March 17, 2026. Hour number 3, the 3 o'clock hour. And I'm Gene, filling in for Scott, who fills in for me. Anyway, it's a long story. I think we have it figured out. Anyway, coming up this hour, we'll chat with Aaron Irving, see what the markets are doing today. All the news around the world. I know gas and diesel have gotten quite expensive. And be interesting to see how the markets are affected by the events in Iran and the Middle East, if they ever get the Straits of Hormuz open again. Be nice if they would get that done. We're going to be busy the next few days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've got Texas Tech Red Raider men's basketball. They made the NCAA tournament, got a number 5 seed in their regional tournament, and they're opening up against the Zips from Akron. And I wonder where that came from. the Zips of Akron. Might have to ask the internet where that came from. Let's see, where did Akron University get the Zips mascot? So we'll see what the internet has to say about all of that. Early 1900s, Akron's sports teams were called the Zippers. The name was inspired by a popular rubber overshoe made by the B.F. Goodrich Company, which was headquartered in Akron. The overshoe had a new zipper closure, and people nicknamed it the Zipper Boot. Since Akron was a major rubber industry hub, the name stuck with the university's teams. Over the time, Zippers got shortened to Zips, and it looks like their actual mascot is a kangaroo. In 1953, the school held a contest to create a mascot. They chose a kangaroo because it fits the idea of being fast, energetic, and zippy. The mascot was named Zippy and is now one of the most recognizable college mascots. Zippy the kangaroo is one of the few female mascots in college sports and has won a number of national mascot awards. So they are the Zips because in Akron, Ohio, B.F. Goodrich Company made rubber overshoes that had a zipper. Did you know that, Lana? I had no idea. That's interesting trivia, don't you think? The Zips? Yeah. So that's who Texas Tech plays on Friday. They play Akron on Friday. Pre-game at 9:30. Tip-off is set for around 10:40 Friday morning. Should the Red Raiders win, then they will play on Sunday. They will play on Sunday. So we'll have that game for you on Friday. The 70th annual New Mexico State Golden Gloves boxing is this weekend in Roswell at the Roswell High School. Friday starting at 6, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 1. And it's $15 to get in per person, $10 if you're a vet, a senior, or under 5 and under are free. If you're a vet or a senior, it's $10. You can watch online at ksvptv.com, and that's $10 a day to watch the Golden Gloves. And so you want to go watch the boxing. It's Friday night, Saturday afternoon and evening, and Sunday afternoon. And if you can't make it, you can watch it online, ksvptv.com. It'll be $10 a day to watch the boxing. We have baseball and softball. The softball tournament, the Artesia Invitational Military Appreciation, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's a round robin featuring Deming, Goddard, Cobre, Alamogordo, Los Lunas, Bernalillo, and Artesia varsity and JV. We've got Dwayne Chase is going to be joining us from Clovis, and he's going to be the announcer for the streams, which will start at noon on Thursday with Deming versus Goddard, followed by Cobre and Alamogordo, Los Lunas and the Artesia JV, Bernalillo and the Artesia varsity. Then on Friday, there are games on both Field 1 and Field 2. On Field 1, Bernalillo and Artesia JV, Cobre and Artesia, Alamogordo and Bernalillo, Los Lunas and Artesia, all starting at noon. On Field 2, Goddard and Alamogordo, Los Lunas and Deming, Goddard and the Artesia JV, Deming and Cobre. And then on Saturday, we finish up the tournament at 10 and noon. 10 a.m. on Field 1, Cobre and the Artesia JV, noon, Alamogordo and Artesia varsity. And on Field 2, it'll be Deming and Bernalillo, Los Lunas, and Goddard. So each team basically gets 4 games during the weekend, 1 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday. We'll be streaming all the games from Field 1. Starting at noon on Thursday, again, Dwayne Chase will be your play-by-play. Then the baseball tournament, it starts Thursday at 10 a.m., and it'll be Goddard and Alamogordo. Henry Villarreal will be the announcer for that. Lovington and Clovis at 1, Joby and Lee. Roswell and Los Alamos at 4, Joby and Lee. Deming and Artesia at 7, Joby and Lee. And that'll be on the radio as well Friday night. Artesia will play the last game each day. So win or lose, they're going to play at 7 o'clock on Friday. And win, lose, win, win, lose, win, lose, lose. They'll play the 3 o'clock game on Saturday. Who they play, I have no idea unless they win. If they just win and win, then they'll play the winner of the other side of the bracket. It's when they might lose that will mess me up and everything else. But we wish them well with all that. So that's what we've got coming up this weekend on KSVPTV.com. Artesia Baseball Tournament, Artesia Softball Tournament, Golden Gloves Boxing, and on the radio, it'll be Texas Tech men's basketball against the Akron Zips at 9:30 a.m. on Friday, and then if they win, they'll play on Sunday, and we'll carry the game on Sunday as well. Let's see. I think that's what we have. Let's do our trivia question. Lana, we're going to do the trivia. I gave Lana the answer, and I'm just going to take the first person that gets the answer correct will win. I've got a pair of tickets to Dancing with the Eddy County Stars. This is Friday night down in Carlsbad. And there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dancers that will be competing in this fundraiser for the United Way of Eddy County. You can go to OneCause/DWTES. There's a dot between the U and the S. You can meet all the dancers and then make a donation. The dancer that raises the most money is the winner of the event, gets an additional donation. Well, I think part of it is the competition, but part of it is how much money they raise. And let's see, CAU. I hate it when they stick dots where they don't belong. What is it? 1CAU.SE /DWTES. You can meet all the contestants, you can read about them, and you can make your donation there at that website. Okay, here's the trivia question. And this is kind of along the same lines of the Rick Astley trivia question that we asked earlier. If you have the correct answer, it's 746-2751, 575-746-2751. First one in with the correct answer will win these tickets. Which one of these professions is not represented by the dancers who will be dancing on Friday night? Which one of these is not a profession of the dancers dancing on Friday night? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. All right, those are 5 professions of the dancers dancing Friday night. Which one of those is not an actual profession of one of the dancers? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. Which one of those is not a profession represented by the Dancing with the Stars dancers? 575-746-2751. First person in with the correct answer will win this pair of tickets that I'm holding in my hand that we are giving away right now. 575-746-2751. Which one of these professions is not a profession of one of the dancers? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. First person in with the correct answer is the winner on our trivia contest. Steve-O, what's our forecast looking like out there today?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our daytime highs on a big warming trend over the next few days. We're hitting the upper 70s on our high today with high pressure covering all of the southwestern states. We'll be getting sunshine, a little bit breezy. Overnight will be clear with mid-40s, and then we're in the mid-80s on Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Clear for Wednesday night. We'll hit about the 90-degree mark and sunny on Thursday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Well, it's finally getting up a little bit in temperature. It's now up to 40, but it is kind of breezy, so it feels like 30 with the wind and the temperature. But we are going to go up to 79 for a high today. Humidity is at 28%. The dew point is 10 degrees. Our winds are out of the south-southeast at 8, gusting to 15 miles per hour. Pressure 30.10 and on the rise. Our air quality index is 43, which is good air quality. And when we get to 70, we'll actually be about 5 degrees above the average daily high for this date. The moon is in the waning crescent phase. Only 2% of it is visible, and will set at 5:57 this afternoon. The next full moon is happening in 15 days. Sunset is at 7:07. Sunrise is at 7:03. Carlsbad, it's cloudy and 40 as well. Mostly cloudy, 38 in Roswell, 43 in Hobbs. Across New Mexico, mostly sunny skies, 48 degrees in Albuquerque. Cloudy and 48 in Santa Fe, 45 in Cloudcroft, 51 in Ruidoso. Alamogordo, it's 50 degrees, and what are these special weather conditions? Special weather statement. Says moderate severity, weather event onset at 8:54 a.m. today, and seasonably strong area of high pressure is expected to move across. Temperatures will climb. High temperatures will increase health risks among populations more susceptible to heat-related health issues. So that's what they've issued for Alamogordo and Las Cruces today. 50 in Alamogordo right now, 49 in Las Cruces. Partly cloudy, 44 in Gallup. Mostly sunny, 51 in Farmington. Cloudy, 44 in Taos, 41 at Red River. Mostly cloudy, 42 at Clovis. And in West Texas, it's windy in Lubbock, believe it or not. 44 degrees, and El Paso has the same special weather conditions in effect, 49 degrees in El Paso. Again, here in Artesia, it's cloudy and 40 degrees. Let's see. Don't know if we have an answer to our trivia question yet, so we'll keep the lines open for a little while longer. I'm sure you're doing your research right now to see what is going on with my trivia question. Green Chili Cafe at the hospital today is going to have their St. Patrick's Day lunch. They'll have corned beef brisket, shepherd's pie, bangers and mash, fish and chips. For sides, they'll have the Irish baked beans, braised cabbage, and root vegetable medley. They'll have Irish Guinness stew for the soup, and desserts include Guinness chocolate cake and key lime pie. So, I don't normally associate key lime pie with the Irish, but it's green. And I think that's what they're saying on the menu as well. We mentioned during the chamber chat that there's going to be a meet and greet with the 3 candidates who are running for Jimmy Mason's seat. Jimmy's put this together and would like you to meet these candidates. There's 3 of them. Let's see, where is it? There's Jimmy. House of Representatives District 66. Looks like there's 3 candidates that will be for you to choose. Dan Lewis, Leanne Gandy, and Trinidad Malone. And all 3 have agreed to meet at the chamber on Thursday, April 2nd. And they'll be there starting at 6 o'clock. Refreshments will be offered. It doesn't mean that you have to have them. They're just being offered. You know, it's up to you. You can say no if you don't want refreshments. Senior Center, today is the day they'll be doing low-income tax rebates. From 1 to 3, bring your driver's license or ID with photo and Social Security card. Bring all income amounts. 1099 Social Security, SSI, W-2, and interest earned. If you're over 65, bring your 2025 property tax receipts and or rent receipts. Now, they're not filing your state or federal returns. They're just helping you to get your low-income tax rebate form filled out. They'll be doing that today at the Senior Center, 1 to 3 this afternoon. Blood drives. Today, the Bloodmobile will be at the Pecos River Convention Center down in Carlsbad from noon to 4. They'll have the Bloodmobile here in Artesia at the library. That's going to be tomorrow from noon to 3:30. Also tomorrow, they'll be in the lobby of Grace Community Church in Roswell from 10 to 1:30. And then on Friday, they'll be accepting blood at their offices in Roswell, number 3 Grand Avenue Plaza. The Bloodmobile will be at 1020 North Turner in Roswell. And then on Saturday, the Bloodmobile will be back in Carlsbad this time at the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints at 1722 Mesa. So there's opportunities today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday to donate blood. I think they're doing a $10,000 gift card giveaway if you donate blood in March. Call to schedule an appointment, or if you have any questions, 575-625-9743. That's right. This March, Nonprofit Vitalant is thanking donors who take the time to donate with a chance to win $10,000. The next Veterans Outreach, VA and State Veterans Benefits Outreach in Eddy County is tomorrow, Wednesday, in Artesia. They'll be at the Veterans Hall, 402 Hermosa Drive, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., lunch noon to 1. Oh, do we have a winner yet? No winner? Nobody? Nobody has gotten the answer right? Well, let me try this one more time. I'll mention this here. Lana brought this in. The next Republican Women Carlsbad Club meeting, Women's Club of Carlsbad meeting and Artesia night meeting is Thursday, this Thursday, the 19th. The day meeting is at the Stevens Inn and Restaurant in Carlsbad. Doors open at 11:15. Order off the menu. Meeting starts at noon. The night meeting is at the Country Club here in Artesia, 5:30 to eat. Meeting starts at 6. There will be a legislative roundtable at both meetings on Thursday. All right, one more time. Let me throw this trivia question out here. I can't believe I made it that hard. 2 tickets to the Dancing with the Eddy County Stars. You can be the winner if you're the first one with the correct answer. Which one of these professions is not represented by the dancers? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. So 4 of those professions are represented by the dancers. One is not. Which one is not? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. If you know the answer, 575-746-2751. First one in with the correct answer will win this pair of tickets that I have right here. I didn't think it was that hard of a question. And if you don't know, go to the website and check out the professions of all the dancers, and you can figure it out. Which one is not a profession by the dancers? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. All right, we're going to check in with Aaron, see what's happening with the markets. Maybe he's wearing green today. We'll find out next.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Hey, Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and 0, 0, 0. You heard right. During Ford Truck Month, get 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, Roswell Ford needs your trade today, so we are willing to overpay. We'll do whatever it takes to get you released from your car, truck, or SUV, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. So you can upgrade to a new Ford for less, with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford. Upgrade to a new Ford today and get huge American-made savings with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days during Ford Truck Month. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Mr. Cruz from Data Center. 0 APR is $16.67 per thousand. Financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Missing a tooth or several teeth can be a physical, social, and mental inconvenience in your life. A dental implant just may be the ultimate solution. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, serving thousands of patients who are delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown for a free evaluation today, 575-208-0977. You will be surprised at how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Attention Tailgate Nation, it's Chevy Truck Month at Carlsbad Chevrolet. And right now, supplier pricing is available to everyone. Drive home a new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 with total savings of up to $9,830 on select models. Shop today at Carlsbad Chevrolet on South Canal or carlsbadchevrolet.com. Carlsbad Chevrolet, proud home of the Tailgate Nation.
Savings up to $9,830 on select Silverado 1500 models. Includes factory incentives and supplier pricing. See dealer for details.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy do I have some deals for you. Tuesdays are all about the savings. Come by and try our country fried steak meal, complete with our country fried steak patty, mashed potatoes with white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit for only $4.99. Need to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal, complete with an 8-piece all dark meat chicken, large mashed potato, gravy, and coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits, all for $20. Remember, these deals are only on Tuesdays. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
When you need tough, reliable equipment that gets the job done right, turn to your local Kubota experts. Amigo Machinery in Roswell is proud to be your hometown Kubota dealer, offering a full line of tractors, mowers, and construction equipment, plus genuine parts and expert service and advice. Locally owned and operated, and here for you. Stop by Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell, or call us at 575-624-2026. Amigo Machinery, your trusted local Kubota dealer for all of Southeast New Mexico.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and I think that's a green shirt that Aaron has on.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Aaron got the memo. I didn't. I have black and orange.
Uh-oh.
So, but I knew I was going to be interviewing the basketball coach today, so I had to wear my my Bulldog shirt. I have some ponderables.
Ponderables, all right, I like it.
The guy at the furniture store told me the sofa would seat 5 people without any problem. Then it occurred to me, I don't know 5 people without any problems.
So you know he never lied because you can't do that.
A man asked me for $1. I told him I only carry big bills. He said, well, give me one of those. So I gave him my electric bill. I just happen to be walking around with my electric bill. There is this guy that's walking around the neighborhood here downtown, and he asked me the other morning when I came out of the radio station, "Do you have a cigarette?" No, don't smoke. Woman to her boss. All the other women in the office are suing you for sexual harassment. Since you haven't sexually harassed me, I'm suing you for discrimination. That poor guy's Kobayashi Maru, right? The no-win situation.
No-win situation, right?
Yeah. If you're 40 plus, it's time to leave the young girls alone and get a woman who understands the first signs of a stroke. Gentlemen, want to make your lady feel special? Place her picture in the kitchen and write Employee of the Month. She'll love it. Trust me. Do this at your own risk.
Yeah.
Employee of the Month.
Probably some injuries coming after that. A personal injury lawyer doing it.
That's right. My grandmother bakes cookies the fastest.
Oh, yeah?
It literally takes her nanoseconds.
Nanoseconds.
Nanoseconds, yeah. You know about that, don't you? Yeah. A big hole is discovered at the top of Main Street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, police are looking into it. And my last one for today. My sister was crying, so I asked her if she was having a crisis.
Crisis.
I'm sure yours are much better than mine.
Well, we'll see. So I got one St. Patrick joke. I was only able to find one decent one. So
one we could tell on the radio.
Right. So one St. Patrick's Day, I asked my grandfather, who was German, if Germans have any days like St. Patrick's Day. He said, yes, it's called October.
Oktoberfest, yes, right. They sure do. The whole month, yes.
Did you know that the 16th presidency had the best kept records of all the presidential administrations in history?
Really?
Yeah, I think they were called the Lincoln Logs.
The Lincoln Logs. That's good. I like it.
For my 16th birthday, my parents tried surprising me with a car, but they missed.
That's good. Yeah, they missed. Let me guess, it was a Dodge.
Dodge, right? All right, my last one for you is a short little story here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, make sure I know where the rest of it is. Okay.
Yeah.
A man decided to march in the Holy Crusades. Concluding that his wife should wear a chastity belt while he was gone, he locks it up and gives the key to his best friend. He tells him, if I do not return within 4 years, unlock my wife and set her free to live a normal life. So the husband leaves on horseback, and about a half hour later he sees a cloud of dust behind him. He waits for it to come closer and sees his best friend. What's wrong? He asks. You gave me the wrong key, he said.
Yeah. Apparently not. That's pretty good. Yep. I like it. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't gotten a winner on my trivia question, the Dancing with the Stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I guessed it right because I during the break you said who it was, and I had guessed correctly which one was not represented. So.
Right. So if you want to know the answer so you can win the tickets, call Aaron. I'll throw this out here.
You can drive on over to the office and see it.
That's right. That's right. I am going to give you this one more time, and it's for a pair of tickets to the Dancing with the Eddy County Stars Friday night in Carlsbad. I think these are $65 each, aren't they? I think.
I don't remember what the cost is. But
Yeah.
I've got tickets.
So which one of these careers are not represented by the dancers? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ. So amongst those names, professions, 4 of them are dancing. One is not. Which one is not? Realtor, warden, stylist, car sales, DJ, give you up, make you cry, let you down, say goodbye, drive your car, run around. 575-746-2751. First one in with the correct answer will win this pair of tickets. So.
All right.
All right. Well, let's see what the markets are doing. What's that? I'm sorry?
I said, come on, people.
That's right. All right, Aaron, tell us what the markets are doing.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIP. Your mid-morning stock report for Tuesday, March 18. Stocks are higher this morning as Wall Street built on the momentum. Iran conflict. 500 gained 0.6%, while the Nasdaq Composite rose nearly 0.7%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was trading 0.5% higher. Volatile prices about the Iran war continuing to influence investor sentiment. Yes, this morning, oil prices rose 2%, with global benchmark Brent crude staying above the $100 mark. Oil spills came after President Trump suggested that a coalition to protect shipping along the Strait of Hormuz is still in the works. Trump told reporters yesterday that some countries are, quote, less than enthusiastic about a plan to help escort oil through the Strait of Hormuz. The president encouraged other nations to get involved quickly and with great enthusiasm. Oil prices have surged since the start of the conflict, in worries that the prolonged closure of the strait could lead to a global disruption of energy supplies. Investors are watching for further developments on the war, especially after Iran's Arjani was killed in airstrikes overnight. That's according to Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz. The economy, contained inflation, and strong earnings for continued momentum behind the stock market. Energy companies and ETFs are reaching new highs as the U.S.-Iran conflict continues. BP up by nearly 3%, while ConocoPhillips, Coterra Energy, and Devon Energy rose by 1% each. Each oil company has also reached the high. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 152 points higher at 47,099. The S&P 500 is up 17 points at 6,717. And the Nasdaq Composite is up 53 points at 22,427. West Texas $1.38 a barrel at $94.88. Stocks of local interest. HF Sinclair is up $1.93 a share, $8.52. Walmart is 23 cents higher at $126.22 a share. Apple is up $1.17 a share at $253.99. And Oxy Petroleum is 71 cents higher at $57.96 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oywealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too. Aaron will have the closing markets for us at 4:30 this afternoon. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean Hannity will have a thought on the news of the day. That's coming up next.
At Carlsbad Ford, the Ford Escape is built for drivers who want comfort, efficiency, and confidence without sacrificing style. With a smooth ride, smart technology, and flexible cargo space, the Escape is perfect for everyday driving and weekend getaways alike. Now's the time to make your move during winter discount closeout pricing at Carlsbad Ford. Right now, on the 2026 Ford Escape, you'll receive a $2,500 customer rebate, making an already great SUV an even better value. Come experience the versatility and the value of the Ford Escape today at Carlsbad Ford. Located on West Pierce in Carlsbad.
At First American Bank, we champion for you and your small business. Our dedicated business banking team offers you individualized financial solutions, lending expertise, innovative products, and personal attention. Our goal is to help you be ready for your next opportunity. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
It's lunchtime in Artesia. Why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? At La Fonda, we've been serving Artesia since 1965 with authentic New Mexican favorites.
I'm on my lunch break, and nothing beats La Fonda's green chili chicken enchiladas. Fast, hot, and delicious.
Join us weekdays from 11 to 2 at 210 West Main. Dine in, take out, or call ahead at 575-746-9377. Make your lunch break the best part of your day. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
Do you ever feel like you're running in circles? Like you're just chasing day after day after day and really getting nowhere? I think we all get there at times. But God created us to live for something bigger than ourselves. And when we get in that daily rut, most of the time we're living for ourselves. God wants a relationship with you. He loves you. And at Faith Baptist Church here at 401 South 20th Street, we are pursuing after God and would love for you to come join us. We want to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. Come join us at Faith Baptist Church.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
The only question I have, the only thing that worries me or concerns me long term is if they do have 460 kilograms of enriched uranium at 60%, that would be a problem if it ends up in the wrong hands. I would imagine that they're dealing with that as they're dealing with the issue of the Straits of Hormuz. And so the choice to me is unambiguous. You need moral clarity, and you need the military might to back it up. And Donald Trump got every piece in place to ensure as much safety and security for our troops as possible, and it has been an overwhelming success. We own all of the air above Iran right now. There's nothing they can do.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, time now for a little spring cleaning, and I know right where to start. Go drag your old, dated wireless contract out of that closet, beat off the dust with a broom, and freshen things up by switching to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company called Pure Talk. Now, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, plenty of data for just $25 a month, no contract, no cancellation fee, no overseas customer service if you need help at any point. And maybe you'll like them as much as my listener, Sue from Cincinnati. She says, quote, I have had no issues with Pure Talk. I'm pleased to know that my telephone service is supportive of our veterans and our military. Thank you. I'm truly fortunate to have followed Sean Hannity's advice. Anyway, thank you, Sue. And now it's time for you to follow my advice. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. Pound 250, keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. From Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Healthcare is healthcare in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic healthcare issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J Home Care has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 30 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
At First Church Artesia, we proclaim Christ as King over all. Located at 4th and Grand, we're a family exalting His reign in every corner of life, work, home, and community. Join us Sundays at 10:45 a.m. for reverent, family-integrated worship and Bible preaching that transforms. From Artesia's streets to your soul, it's all of Christ for all of life. Visit artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook. First Church Artesia, His kingdom rules.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-349-8877. That's 800-349-8877.
Hey, Chick Days are back this weekend at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, Friday and Saturday, March 20th and 21st. You can get a 25-pound bag of Purina Start and Grow and get 3 free chicks. Or double up and get 6 free chicks with a 50-pound bag. And bring the kiddos because Runyon Farms Petting Zoo will be there, along with tasty treats from the So Delicious Beverage Buggy and Whole Food. That's 7 to 5:30 Friday, 7 to 5 on Saturday at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Come take a peep at Chick Days. How do you like that line?
I like that.
Is that
That's
okay,
good.
Nancy?
That's good.
Come take a peep at Chick Days. So Nancy's here from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. I'm normally not here on Tuesdays. I'm in the building usually, but it's nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
See somebody else?
Desk and talking and
see somebody else who didn't wear green today.
There's just a touch of green right here.
There it is in the studio.
So we're covered.
One of the microphone cords indicators is green. It's right there on the one in front of you too.
It's just about the only green in here as I look around.
Here's one of these green sticks. Here, maybe I can
And you've got a whole bunch of green things on your.
Yeah, maybe I can put it there. Anyway, how are things going?
Good.
Staying busy?
Staying busy. Sometimes too busy.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it's the other day I was looking for, I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? And all of a sudden I thought, I've never pulled up anything from the state police.
Okay.
So I look it up, found it right away, I'm not smart like you. You guys don't even have any idea what he's done since I've been sitting here. I'm so confused. He's got buttons all over the place. But anyway, I can't take care of my own buttons. The first thing that comes up was an arrest, and I'm not sure, it's up by Albuquerque somewhere. And I was looking at it, as you can see, it's that long.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, these are people that are driving around us all the time.
Yeah.
And we as drivers that aren't driving drunk have to be extra careful to pay attention to where they're swerving, if they're on which side of the road they're on, what's going on. But then I found what he was charged with.
Okay.
He was charged for running a DWI checkpoint. To start with, this guy's 20 years old.
20?
20.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Ignoring officers' commands, fleeing the scene, running 5 red lights. And mind you, he's drunk.
Right.
So going through all those red lights with people and everything else. During the stop and one of the red lights that he was going through and messing up, he was attempting to change seats with the passenger.
Okay, but it continues.
Open container,
Okay,
which
is against the law.
against the law, and there was more than one open container of alcohol beverage. And he refused testing. Had an active felony warrant.
No wonder he didn't want to get stopped.
Yeah. Resisting arrest. That certainly doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No driver's license. So he's concealing his identity. He wouldn't do anything at all about that. He got a DWI,
Of course.
but he had an outstanding felony probation warrant. These are the kind of people that we're driving around with all the time and don't even know it. But as I read that, I thought, this is getting worse by the second. And how in the world did this guy even manage to get someplace without having a wreck?
Right.
But this is the kind of stuff that our state police officers have to deal with all the time. So when you see one, be nice to them. And I've seen so many people get so upset with our officers doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but it's your fault you're in that mess. That's just the basic facts of the matter. What are you going to do?
Right. Well, in all of our law enforcement officers, I can just, I can only imagine what's going through their mind when they stop a vehicle and they approach a vehicle. It wasn't that long ago that a state officer on a routine traffic stop, was it down by Las Cruces or
I think it was Las Cruces.
on the interstate there, lost his life because the person that he stopped pulled a gun. And then, like you say, this person, open container, evading the law enforcement, not stopping at the checkpoint, doesn't have a license, all these other things, factors, and they're behind the wheel of a vehicle driving on our roads and highways.
Passing other people. As I read that, that was my first thought. Well, thank goodness he didn't run into somebody or kill somebody or anything like that. But when you look at something like this and you think, this is what we face when we get out here on the streets and the highways. So we have to be extra careful of just paying attention. What's this person doing? And of course, we all know it doesn't always work out, but I was just astounded with that one. I thought, really?
20 years old.
20 years old, you have totally ruined your life.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will hire you if you're going to be driving or anything else. I tried to look up what each one of those would cost, but there's such a variety at different places that I couldn't get a good answer.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at thousands of dollars in fines.
Well, you would think, and the felony deal alone would be pretty significant.
Absolutely.
And then no license, an open container. Hopefully we're getting tough with our penalties and judges actually handing down these penalties to make sure that these types of folks get off the roads, or at least are off the roads for a little while.
And that's exactly why I was trying to find out what the cost of these fines were. Was to see, are we really hammering down on this, or is it just getting wobbly again?
Right.
Which I couldn't find out. But
right.
If I had more brains with a computer, I probably could have found out. I should have just brought it to you and said, would you find this?
I don't know if I'd be much help or not, but
I've seen you work here.
Public records that are out there that you can check. So I think the first thing is don't run away from a checkpoint. That's the first thing right there, and you know that they're going to see. Police have something today. It's a newfangled thing. It's called radio. And so when you spin around at a checkpoint and start heading in a different direction, they get on this thing called radio, and they talk to a dispatcher, or they communicate with another member of the law enforcement community.
Yes, which could be right down the road.
Exactly. And they say, we got a turnaround or whatever they call them. And they radio that position in, and then another member of the law enforcement community might just catch up with you as you're attempting to evade the checkpoint.
Probably got double trouble because you've got one officer writing tickets over here and another officer over here. If he turned around and a different officer caught him.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I would think it would have to be 2 officers and 2 reports.
Yeah.
But you had insult to injury.
So that's the first thing. Then the second thing, and you know why he turned around.
Yeah.
He didn't have his license with him.
He didn't have anything, did he?
You know, from time to time, you just need to go out in the car and check. Do you have the registration? Do you have your proof of insurance? And do you have your license with you? Some people don't keep them in the vehicle because they're worried about theft, but you still need to make sure you have it with you when you get in the vehicle to take off. And this is just good. This is a good time just when you get in the car today. Open up the center console or glove box or wherever you keep that stuff and look and just make sure you've got your current insurance card, because if you don't have active insurance, that could lead to a fine. And then make sure you have a current registration, because that could lead to a fine.
Which I think I probably ought to check mine now that you're mentioning all this stuff.
And then the next thing, what is one thinking when one's drinking and driving at the same time? That's the biggest no-no of all of this stuff. The others you might say is paperwork or whatever, but the biggest no-no, and that's probably why they turned around, they're drinking a beer while they're driving. Don't do that.
No, it's not rocket science. If you know that you've got to go, even if it's down to the grocery store, you know you've got to do that. Put your drinking off till later.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one of those, it's not rocket science, but you've got to stop and think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because the consequences, not only with hurting someone else or killing someone else, is a whole list of this stuff.
Right.
That you never stop to think about. Well, I'll get a DWI. Well, you know, this gets aggravated right here.
It could. Which is why if you are not drinking, but you're driving, get off the phone.
Absolutely.
Don't have the phone call. Don't have the argument, because you've got to pay attention to everything that's around you, because folks like that are behind the wheels of cars on our roads and highways in New Mexico.
And we have to pay just as much attention. Well, we all have to pay attention to what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're thinking about who else is on the road with me, if you stop and think about that, it's sometimes, let's just go home. And I always slow down, because I've had people just run the stop sign, and just those little things, especially if you're used. Sometimes when we're used to driving, we kind of get a little lax on our paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had to learn. If that car's still flying down the road, you don't pull out on this intersection.
There's a 3 count you have to do at every traffic light. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody trying to beat the red light. And if your light goes green and you take off,
you might get hit.
There's going to be an accident or a wreck. And so you always have to do the 3 count. The light goes green, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
Yeah.
And then proceed into the intersection. After you've, of course, observed to make sure that there's nobody approaching the intersection. Something else that would be helpful, this is another new invention that I don't know that people are aware of, but there's a little stick on the steering column that if you're going to be turning to the right, if you lift it up to where it clicks, a little signal indicator will start flashing on the lights on the right side of your vehicle to indicate to other people around you that you're going to be turning right.
Is that on new vehicles, or has it been around for a long time?
It's new to a lot of people, I think. I've seen them for a long time. If you pull that stick down, it means you're going left. And it's an amazing invention, because then you let other people around you know.
Yeah, guess what I'm fixing to do.
Yeah. Use your turn signals, folks.
Oh, my goodness. That is so very true, and that is It's one of those things that's hard to even explain.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's one of the first things that I learned how to use many hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
And it works.
There's something else now. The technology is getting smarter and smarter. Are you old enough to remember that your high beam, low beam selector was a button on the floorboard?
Yes.
With your left foot, you had to click that button to go high beam, low beam.
Yeah, and my goofy car has these 3 different things where your lights can be, and I never know just by looking, because it all looks the same to me.
Right.
Where am I here? What? High beam, low beam, what am I doing here?
Oh, you tell that to people and they're like, what are you talking about? And I said, no, that's where they used to be. And then the first car that I ever drove, the turn signal indicators were on the end of the fenders.
Oh, yeah.
So they weren't necessarily in the dash, but they were out there at the end of the fenders. And so when you went to go left, that one on the left fender out there, that's, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool because you're looking that way.
Yeah.
You don't have to look down at your dash. There it is out there. But I'm sure there was, for cost reasons and aerodynamics, they took those out of there and don't have them anymore. But
cars are so different now from what we drove when we were kids.
Oh, I know it. Nancy, is there anything else you want to mention today?
Just don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
This 20-year-old. I hope he's. I
imagine he's in jail for a while.
I would hope so. So, all right.
Outstanding warrant on top of everything else.
Yep.
Good grief.
Well, Nancy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Clay and Buck are next. Broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP.